I think. Yeah, we're live. There we go.
Alright, in that case, time for the trailer music, boys. Shall we click on the thing that I posted?
I mean, everybody but me, because I'm not getting copyright strikes like this shit.
I don't think this is copyrighted music this time.
Probably not.
What was the music?
Better to be safe than sorry.
It's just the guy who made the Caleb theme, Rise Undaunted. I really like him, and I think, you know, it's quite telling of the character of Caleb that his main theme kind of suits the occasion of a death of a player character. But, you know, I feel like it is, I feel like it's cool. Anyways, the angle of death pushed on, leaving the people of Amthora and the apparent rightful king of Beregar in an unresolved state of tension. More important matters were at hand, and the time for political intrigue would certainly come, but later. For now, the heroes pushed forward, further into the Underdark, where suddenly superstitious tales of nightmares incarnate and evil personified seem more credible than ever before. Remy had offered to scout ahead and evaluate the situation, yet after a shrill scream, there was nothing but a wet slurping sound left to tell his tale. Down here, there isn't much room for interpretation when you hear this sound, and it is the wise thing to move on. Heavy-hearted maybe, but someone must fight the fight, and one less soldier just means the rest has to push even harder. After following Dominique, a little blind boy, the Angle discovered the true nature of him and his quote-unquote family. They were being puppeteered by an entity known only as the Oblex, full of hunger and craving for memories like theirs. After cutting it down, the Angle finds themselves surrounded with now reawakened and truly confused-looking family members that weren't yet absorbed into the Oblex. What were these people doing down here, and who built the ancient temple in the midst of the Underdark? Find out in about, well, now less than no time, but...
Fuck it! We're doing it live!
5 hours.
We're doing it less than a couple of minutes.
I mean, technically it's -8 minutes, so shut up.
T minus 8 minutes. T plus 8 minutes.
T plus 8
I
minutes.
shall know.
Alright. Yes, you find yourself in the ancient halls that are now symbolized by this little drag box on this map, because the scale is fucked already, so might as well just go all the way. You're surrounded with the lifeless hulls and now dissolving into this greenish mess of Oblex matter that used to be puppets, and as you look around you find yourself surrounded by the truly confused-looking family members that now seem reawakened from some sort of drugged-out state where they were basically oblivious to their surroundings and you know, preoccupied with rather mundane things like cleaning the temple or just serving you soup. Now they seem to, for the first time, truly know where they are standing, and there's quite a bit of commotion going on as they try to figure out who they are and what they are doing down here. Let me just get rid of these, because they have now been fully dissolved, and they're basically just green slime that is covering the bottom of this.
Also, might want to get rid of Remy too. Also, pour one out for Remy.
We're going to keep him around just in case Wishman shows up and just wants to see what's happening.
I mean, also,
Yeah.
we're probably gonna go find. We're probably gonna go, you know, go get the bag of holding.
Right.
Yeah, get the bag of holding, because you know all our good shit's in there.
Yeah, but you know, the bag of holding is down where he died, not down where he left.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying there is a plan for the players. We talked about this beforehand.
Yeah, I whispered to Severus and said like, do you want to talk to them? Like, what do you want?
Do I look like I want to talk to the Jim Jones Kool-Aid crowd?
Yes.
You're right. Hello, cultist. How can we? Are you feeling any better now that you're not being controlled by the green mess over there?
Like, cultist? What's that green mess over there? I don't know what it is. So,
I just
you're talking to a
thought,
looking like a middle-aged woman, quite close in appearance to Dominique. Might very well be his mother, but there's no certainty.
I just,
Just like
I
ashen
just
hair and
tell him
pale
like,
skin.
I just tell him, okay, so how did you find? I pick up like the dead corpse of the Ublex, and sort of like drop it right
I
in
mean,
front of me, like.
You're a
it's
brave man.
mostly just green slime that is held in by this pool that is now showing cracks everywhere and
Well, I
seems
just
to
sort
be,
of pick up the like the casket, like the body or
there's no
something.
there's no body. It's
Okay,
just
this.
goo.
Just point with your, just
Okay.
point to it. Just point to it. It's fine.
I
Yeah.
just like, and then I said like,
It's quite
how did
smelly
you
as well.
find this thing, the smelly Ublex?
The woman takes a long look at it, and you see on her face a kind of strange mixture of disgust and curiosity. And after a while, she very confused says, "I, I will be honest. I've never seen this thing in my life before."
He just tells him like, do you remember anything before you entered this place?
I, I remember being in this place. This is all right. This is our temple. We. I don't know. I don't know who are you. We're supposed to guard these secrets. We're not supposed to let anyone in here, but
I ask her, what secrets?
well, if I told you, they'd hardly be secrets anymore, would they?
Hmm. He just nods in agreement.
Zone of truth.
That's a good. The woman is making a good point. Let me just drop this token here so you have something.
And before zone of truth.
Nah.
That's
like my favorite moment is when you just did that and everybody passed.
Right. Let me reach. So we are, and she's looking around and she's making note of the people around her, and she seems to recognize some of the faces, though. Her gaze seems to like keep shifting as if she's looking for others, or perhaps just one other person. But she doesn't seem to be able to find them. But she decides that there are more important things right now, and she continues the conversation with the word. She's just asking you, but you seem to be at least on our side insofar as you have killed this thing, and I will be honest, from everything that could have entered this temple, I much prefer people like you over whatever that is.
Severus chimes in.
Thank you.
It's called an oblex. From what I've learned from my studies, it is similar to an anglerfish. It devours memories, and it points over to the children, and creates
as you're
those.
saying this, like everyone who's, who would think this is reasonable for their character, if you pay close attention to like mannerisms and stance and body language, I guess, make an insight check.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Inside.
And before we have to kill everyone here, welcome to the Angle of Death, ladies and gentlemen, where genocide follows us wherever we go.
Sadly. Oh, natural one.
That is sad. That's not a natural one. That's a 6.
Oh.
7.
Oh wait, never mind.
Someone rolled an 18 though.
Yeah,
alright,
easy.
Search. You spot that while Severus is like talking to the woman about devouring memories and mentioning the name Oblex, you see that her face suddenly there is clear signs of her getting. If she was uncomfortable before, you see a faint glance of panic in her eyes when she hears the name Oblex, and when she's told that this thing was eating memories and devouring them.
Oh, Serge, like, does Serge tell us both?
I don't know. Do you tell them both? Do you call her out on this, or do you keep keep this information for yourself?
I want to approach her and So, what do you know about those Oblak?
As you come closer, you see her noticing the tentacle that you have for an arm, and she, makes a cautious step back, and she mumbles something like, "Oh my," and you hear, you see her, scrambling a bit for composure, I suppose.
Severus is gonna say, "Oh, don't worry about him. He's the gentlest one among us. In fact, he couldn't hurt a thing if he wants to. Trust me, I've watched. He really can't."
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
I just say yes.
Oh no, I'm just giving my
maybe.
friend shit, don't worry about it.
I'll
just
take
walk
my
up to-
tentacle
I
back.
walk up to her and I'm gonna try and persuade her to like tell us everything about the temple, the secrets, and like any information she has on the obelisk by persuading her. Don't worry, guys. I have a +7.
How do you?
Hey,
So,
Ability.
Serge hasn't told you yet that he saw her scrambling, and she just
Yes.
told you that she doesn't know whatever the fuck that is, and this
He
seems...
still wants information on the temple, but
Oh,
like
the temple... Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. I thought you said
you-
obelisk.
if-
Right, temple she can give.
Tell me your secrets, woman.
yeah, just like he's also curious on like her opinion on the obelisk. Like he doesn't know like she was panicked. He just wants like any history.
He doesn't. Kenobi doesn't know that she's panicked.
So,
Yes.
yeah, she...
Every fucking time.
My God.
Damn.
Right, you see her visibly lightening up as you approach her. Like, you have about you this calm, trustworthy aura, and demeanor, like...
She has no idea.
So, it appears that all the years of training the ways of the paladins have rubbed off in some way, and like the mannerisms, the way of speaking, the posture, everything about you seems like an upstanding guy to her, apparently. And like, you introduce yourself, and you give her your name, you give her your aura, you give her what you do, and she seems okay with that. You know, there is some level of divine authority in her temple. Like, a paladin, while not necessarily bound to a god in service, is still serving in some way divine justice. So she's actually fine sharing this information. So she starts to explain that this temple was indeed built a good 200 or so years ago, and her family has always taken care of it, and these people are granted an unusually long life by something down here, like a strange energy force that is also turning the veins in the rock purple, where usually you'd see iron ore or like silver veins going through this thing, and here there are these veins of purplish energy that seem to pulsate and resonate when you get closer. And she explains that those are offshoots from from a location that is further down to the south, and they are meant to safeguard that location and to protect it. And she also, while you talk for a bit, she realizes that she has no memory or no real memory of the past, let's say 20-ish years, and her last memory was like they were just living here and keeping something safe down there, which she's first hesitant to talk about, but you keep being approachable and open about everything, I guess, and she finally feels comfortable sharing that what they are keeping safe is a chain that is meant to keep an extra-dimensional being out of this dimension, and it is wrapped around a pillar, and they tied this being to the pillar and with a chain, and these days the chain is still there holding this thing to the pillar, except banishing it at the same time to another dimension where there's also a pillar somewhere, but it is not in this dimension. So whatever this thing is doing, it can't really get here because it is bound by this item that she refers to as the chain of banishment. Looks something like that. It is huge, and can you see it?
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
So there's the chain of banishment. It is like around 10 meters long or something. Like, let's say, well, in feet that would be like. Is that like 30 feet or something?
10 meters? Yeah, we'll run it down to 30 feet.
Yeah, something like 23 feet, I guess, if you were to convert it.
No, it's a meter is like 3.3 feet, so it's 33 feet.
Oh, 33, not 23. I got it wrong. Never mind. Anyways, the point is, this thing is like digging into the flesh and banishing the being that it is wrapped around to another dimension. And it's basically, if you can't kill it, you banish it to another dimension. That's how you go about.
And
That's
we
how you go
tried
about
to
it.
break it.
No, we didn't.
No, remember that time, like, where we thought that the obelisk had something to do with the chain, and then we decided to like disrupt it.
You think of the cords to the people, that was something different.
No, the cords to the people, that is, the umbilical cords, that's something completely different.
Oh,
This
I mean, those
chain,
are umbilical cords.
I think Remy has actually been there, and while making his tour, like,
Yep.
do you remember where the mass of purplish crystals was? That is where the
When he
energy
died.
comes from, and this chain wrapped around one of the pillars.
It was around here. It's right
Yes. That is what this is and what it does, and it appears, you do, in general, wrap this around baddies from other dimensions, baddies, and kick them into another dimension, so they're not your problem anymore.
ah, okay, so.
Severus is curious. What exactly
enemy-
are you banishing here?
She gives you a vague smile, and she's like, well, I didn't banish anything, and I don't think anyone knows for sure, but it has been a while, and we're just here to guard this temple and to keep the chain safe and hidden. However, if you look around our temple, you can maybe guess at some of our story, and she points around the temple, and you see there are these wall paintings that tell a tale of what seems like a battle. If you wanted to get anything more out of that, that would be a history check, or maybe a religion check with disadvantage. A history. That would be.
I just go up to her and ask her first, like, what's your name, by the way? Do you have one?
I'm Mateva.
Yes,
Alright,
Severus is gonna go try to do the history check.
Nice.
26.
Wow, that's pretty good. So you see, there's about 6 different paintings, and they tell the story of like some many-headed beast that is quite indescript. It looks. You see mainly the heads that look vaguely reptilian and are of different colors.
Oh god, it's Tiamat!
And while you can't truly identify what those are, you see that in many of those, they are those heads. They are depicted like as looking down at people and other creatures, generally all those races. And then there's one which you interpret as some sort of rebellion, and finally a battle that took place, although not really in the prime material plane. It looks pretty different, and it seems that this being was then kept in that realm, and like the influence it extrudes seemed to, be contained in that dimension. It looks like these paintings are showing you that whatever was trying to invade the prime material plane um, was stopped at the gates and kept out with this chain, which is wrapped around what seems like one of the central heads of this being. And keeping that out means it can't really move much around in one of those planes. It's a place that is filled with fire and sulfur, and where there's obsidian stone around and magma on the ground. It's just the most fiery, like life hostile looking place that you can imagine, and
So,
that
oh,
is
great.
that is where the being is being kept right now.
So
So what
I'm
you're saying
thinking-
is that Tiamat is being held captive in the realm of Minervos. Oh yeah, this is gonna end great. There's not gonna be any mass slaughter at all. Nope.
No, nah. Oh,
I mean
everything-
we are fishing for TPK, so this is fine.
No, but like what we're gonna try and do is stop anyone from breaking the chains of banishment. Speaking of which, I ask her so how would one break these chains of banishments?
That's
That's a
Not the
really
question,
bad.
right?
That's a really bad question and a really bad way to ask it.
She gives you a very, measuring glance, and then she's like,
you don't.
well, it doesn't really take much. It is pretty much just pulling them off, but you see, when you do that, while you might not see anything happen here immediately, whatever's chained up in some other dimension will then be free to roam around, and it might find its way back here one day.
That's not very comforting, huh?
Would Severus be able to figure out that was Tiamat?
Who's Tiamat?
With a 26, I'm pretty sure he would be.
What's
Yeah,
a
Severus is
Tiamat?
gonna turn to be like, whatever that is, we never allowed that chain to be broken. That is Tiamat. I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be the reason.
for the resurrection of a dragon god. No, this is that's terrible. No.
No, just a no.
Severus is gonna be like, by the way, do you know about any other creatures that are down here, and preferably ones that make slurping sounds when they kill something?
Well, I don't think I would call that preferably.
Oh, not as in. No, I mean not as in you prefer to that happen, but I meant as in if you
That happens.
as in if you have
If that
information
happens.
on that one, it'd be I prefer to have information on that one.
You see, lately, or I guess by now that would be quite some time ago, we ran into some problems with these people that call themselves the Illithid. And
Oh god damn it! Severus turns to Kenobi. Oh, he's dead. He's very dead.
This temple has a presence about it that keeps it guarded, and that is meant to drive out those creatures. Which is, I suppose, which is why it kept us safe, right? That's why we didn't get eaten or drained. But we had to start watching the chains from afar rather than from up close.
Do you know
It's
how
not
many of them there
comfortable.
are down there?
Well, we've never seen them all at once. There was one that held a blade and some sort of wicked, twisted, warped blade that looks like it was made with serrated edge from, like, dragon glass or something. Truly dark and twisted. And the others, they have more claw-like hands, and we believe that that one is their leader, the one with a weapon. And the others, well, they seem just like underlings, although I don't know much about them. Yet, I think there's at least 2 of the others, and there's one that leads them.
Well, that's better than nothing. Kenobi,
Yes.
I now know for sure that Remy's dead, and that's for sure. We should rest up and see if we can't do something about those Ithalids. He'll probably let the poor sod rest after all. He's not going to be able to do that if the things that slipped out of his brain are still alive now, is he?
I know it in agreements.
Deus Vult, brother. Deus Vult.
All right.
Do you have anywhere... Is there anywhere around here we could, rest for a while? Regain our strength before we fight the Ithalids?
I mean, temple.
I know, I was asking that in character.
Well, you see, we usually sleep upstairs. And she points to, like, there's this large central hall that was now being occupied by the Oblax. But before you enter the central room, there's like 2 side doors that seem to lead, and also the roof is significantly lower. And you know, walking there, you can find some stairs that lead up, and you know, there's some large sleeping halls. And when I say large sleeping halls, really, there's like, you know, 5 bedrooms, but they're not that large, but they have many beds in them. They are meant for lots of people. You know, the whole family that is keeping this shrine safe seems to.
Oh yes, the room of many beds. Anyway.
Anyways, you could spend. I almost set the night down there, but you know, we're in the Underdark. You have no idea what time.
I was gonna say, we have no conception of time at this point.
Yeah.
Well, I need spell slots, Kenobi needs spell slots, Surge needs spell slots. We're gonna fight Ithlid, we need spell slots.
I mean, I just need HP back.
This is also true. I have like 2 spell slots, and they're not even the good ones, so I think we should rest. By the way, out of character, Surge, do you have a Dark Vision as a spell?
No,
Fuck my life. Okay.
I do not.
Well, I guess I'll be using one of my second level spell slots for that.
What does it even take? Oh wait, I could get it. Yeah, I can just get it myself.
Yeah, just prepare it before we go.
Yeah,
Which spell did you want to prepare?
dark vision.
Oh, sure.
You just cast it on me and you, and then... Because if worst comes to worst, that means I have 2 castings of a Psychic Blade against the Ithlids.
They are called
So-
illithids, not ithilids. By the way.
Ithlids? Is that it?
Illithids.
I'm just gonna call them Mind
Illithid.
Flayers. It's fuck language is hard.
Sure. They're called illithid, but yeah.
Just
Mind
type that out. Maybe I can. Maybe if you type it out, it'd be a little easier on me.
Fucking brain eaters.
Who of you had the sending stone, by the way?
Cerberus.
All right. So Severus, while you go to bed, you hear the faint and distorted voice of Zabuchon come to your ears, and um, like from seemingly very far away over a large distance, that is, the stone is not meant for this kind of conversation, or because you're quite far away from Beriga by now, and
And underground.
layers of ground. But you know, you can barely make out what's happening, and you hear his voice say something like, "Hello, hello, are you there? Can you hear me?"
Just barely.
Right, good. I'll try to make this brief. So there's uh, there's problems here. We got to evacuate every citizen from everywhere around, because it seems, well, the dragon being is keeping the city itself safe. There's no guarantee that we are not raided in the surrounding lands. It seems like it is part of the plan of this strange creature that we are like run out of resources, and eventually we'll have no option but to accept the proposal that was made earlier. But now it seems it seems like we can hold on for a little while longer. So everyone has to share basically their home with extended family and everyone around, and you hear like there's a voice coming from the other side, and it sounds quite similar, but it is a female voice, and you immediately hear Zabuchon's voice kind of go sighing, and like there's some distorted, inaudible stuff coming from the backgrounds, and you hear a bit of shuffling around, and then, "No, I said you can't sleep here. I didn't invite you. Mom, you do not sleep in my bed." And he's like, "Excuse me, I'll call back in a minute." And the line goes cold for a while and comes back again after a little more than a minute. He's like, "I'm crying out loud." So, as I said, we are sharing our rooms now with extended family and, you know, members from around the place. There's soldiers in the garrison everywhere, or what's left of them, you know. Anyways, the Zoltians, they're raiding the surrounding lands, and they can't really do much other than, you know, wait and accept the people in the walls of Barricade. There's not much in terms of food here, and we can make it for a while. Please tell me you find a way to get rid of this lich.
We're working on it.
Right, working on it, I suppose that's the way. Do you have anything?
Hope.
Not exactly. Not yet. I mean, it is a fucking lich.
Oh yeah, also talk about the Obelix and everything we just discovered. Or should we not?
He has enough on his plate. He doesn't need to know.
He got a lich for coming for him.
Well, supposedly the lich is back home in Zold, which is why you're on your way there, but
Honey,
He's got
I'm
the brother.
hungry.
he's got the brother of a lich coming for his ass.
I know, right?
So do you mention any of the things that happened to you since you last seen him? You know, the beholder, maybe anything at all?
Oh, yeah.
The fact that you found a potential king of Barrigar, anything?
That one, no, because that one, he's not gonna believe us anyway. So we actually have to introduce him in person. But the other one's like, we've had our hands full so far. We fought a fucking beholder.
What now?
Imagine a giant floating eye that cancels out magic and shoots laser beams at you.
Out of 10.
It's a lot of fucking heresy.
Indeed sounds like a lot of heresy, but let me tell you, I'd sooner take that out than I... Mom, I said this for the last time. There's no room for flower pots in this office. Anyways, I gotta go. So, yeah, you keep working on it. And, then his voice goes numb and far away.
Mm-hmm.
As you suppose he's deactivated the stone, or maybe the connection just got even worse.
So rest turns Kenobi. That man really needs to chill.
Mm. So we're not going to talk to him about the, you know who.
Trust me, he's not ready for this information yet.
Mm,
Hell, okay,
Purity.
imagine like this. Imagine if I just told you, "Hey, I found the long lost king. I found assumed dead king of Beregar." You would think I was crazy.
Yes, I would.
I know, right? Everybody does.
Mm.
That's why my lab's door is booby trapped.
Alright, so we're going to rest or not? We have something to kill.
I'm just waiting on the confirmation that I can restore my HP and my spell slots.
Yeah. What?
Wait a minute. Weren't couldn't the person just move around so we couldn't find him? Should we just go now in case if he leaves?
Literally on 14 HP.
Yeah.
Didn't I do all those spells for you? The Aura of Vitality to restore 50 HP for you or something.
Yeah, and then he still died though. He still almost died. Also, I'd like to remind Kenobi that you used like 40 of your lay on hands last time.
Yeah, like your resources are pretty.
We have no resources.
Yeah.
Alright, let's do it.
So Malteva and the family, they I suppose they have quite a few empty beds for reasons unnamed. And
Angle of Death,
Yeah.
the best child killers in the land.
they're happy to share them for the moment, although they are interested as well in going out and searching for their missing family members. And
Just don't look at the body pile.
there's no body pile. There's just a hump of slew.
Oh, I meant the statues. Never mind.
You mean the puppets? Like they broke down. They're just goo now.
Okay, never mind.
They have lost their shape.
Oh, never
When
mind.
the Oblex died, they all dissolved.
Oh, that's
the
cool.
umbilical cords are nowhere to be seen either.
Things are creepy as fuck.
Yes, so I suppose you go figure that you've slept for around 10 hours or so. It was quite some time since you had your last shut eye, and you wake up to.
Can I restore my health?
Yes, you can all restore your health. You wake up to what you assume is normal conditions of this temple. The people, they're going around, they're cleaning the Oblex out, what's left of it, with reasonable caution there, but they still want to get the temple clean, but they don't want to die doing it. So
A
you
broom
see-
with a 10-foot pole.
yeah, something like that. Yes, 10-foot poles are optimal for this kind of endeavor, and they're just, for the moment, just dumping it all on the outside where they deal with it later, supposedly. But they keep the temple clean for the moment, and yes, when you leave, Malteva herself, she kind of comes up to you and she's like, would you mind if I came with you for a little bit, just to see if I can find some of the other people? This family was bigger once,
If it helps put your mind at ease, you're more than welcome to join us. But do beware, though. Stay behind me and Kenobi.
Well, of course, I don't want to die.
Or the
Yeah.
wild shaper over there. The eyes surge.
So, you leave together, and I suppose you take the only way out of this cave. Well, this part of the cave.
Moving on up to the east side, moving on up.
Also, I'm gonna start cast Dark Vision already.
On who?
Severus.
I suppose
Me.
Severus. And
Yeah, on us both.
Donkey.
Stop.
Okay, I'm
Never
gonna
do that again.
I refuse. Okay, I got my sword and my shield, and I can see in the dark. Everything is fine with life.
Never abuse that language.
Can you do you actually have vision on the characters?
Ah,
Well, you
yes.
should have now 60 feet, right?
Yeah, mine needs to be increased. There we go.
Oh yeah, better.
Always look on the dark vision side. Laugh. Do, 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 do.
So while you're searching here, you see her kind of taking a peek into the other corner, and on this crossroads, you feel like there's a pretty disgusting smell coming from like that direction.
Should we investigate?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I draw my sword. Kenobi, fall behind.
As you slowly
Yeah.
approach, the smell is getting, worse and worse.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
You find yourself in a room where there's loads of shelves that are filled to the brim with what seems to be dried out mushrooms, and in the center there's this like hole in the ground where there's just, with what seems like powered by thermal energy or something, a huge cooking hole in the ground with this thick earthy mushroom stew boiling still.
So that must be the soup.
Ah, the soup kitchen. I see.
And you see Malteva, she kind of takes her cloth, shirt and wraps it around face and nose, so that she kind of comes closer and she's like, "Ah, Isle, do you know what that is?
No idea.
You mentioned this must be the something soup thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how do you know what that is? Like, I wouldn't even know that is soup if you... Frankly, I don't even know yet. You told me, and yet I can't believe anyone would eat that."
Well, I didn't. But the Obelix's minions try to pass it off as soup.
Minions?
Creepy little kids.
Huh.
I'm gonna investigate this.
Investigate the soup.
Yeah. I don't trust it.
All right.
I don't-
Do
be
you,
honest-
want to, like... How close do you want to get to this soup? Do you do it from range, just looking at it, or do you actually get up close and personal?
I'm not touching it. No, that's what you're asking.
But like, I mean, how close do you go to it?
From where I am on the map right here, so like around 5 feet or so.
I guess that's 10 feet because...
Oh, yeah, that's just true.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose then it's disadvantage.
Mm.
Because...
What the hell? Like, help them in.
Okay,
One.
so let me add
I
a
mean,
D4
it's-
then.
Still an 11. Even
Nope.
if he gives you an advantage by helping. So yeah, it's like you throw a little rock at it, and it's like... It stays on top for like a full 2 seconds until it finally sinks down.
That's not a good sign.
It's like very thick viscosity, almost slimy. And it seems like someone was supposed to take care of this before it got to this point and like fill it into some containers, but it was bubbling the whole night. And, the smell has gone way worse. And when it comes to the ingredients, when you look around you, you see like pretty carelessly, there's all kinds of different mushrooms put into all of these shelves. And, going through them would take a lot of time, but, just eyeballing them, you're pretty sure that at least half of these wouldn't be considered edible in any society you've ever seen. And you're fairly sure that you've seen one or two that are considered deadly or like poisonous and actually pretty aggressively hallucinogenic.
I am so glad I did not eat that soup.
I'm gonna take a couple of every type.
Couple of every type. Oh, that would certainly fill your backpack.
I mean, we got
Get some.
We don't have a bag of holding yet.
The
We have
bag
to
of
go get it.
holding
later.
The
I mean,
holding is, first of all, it is with Remy, and second, it is filled to the brim with platinum and gold.
Yeah, that's why I need to go get it. Daddy needs his fucking gold.
He needs his money.
Daddy needs his 10,000 gold.
Fucking ludicrous amounts of gold. I think it was like 600 platinum and 10,000 gold or something like that.
No, it worked out to 5,000 gold and like what was like 5,000 gold in platinum coins. So it was like 10,000 gold
it's
total.
500.
It was a
and I
ridiculous
just
amount.
wanna fill my belt pouch.
I mean,
Did you just
What was the
ask?
worst?
Did you just ask me if I want to fill your belt pouch? What?
I want to fill my
Make-
belt pouch with the
if
worst.
you want to just grab random ones, that's fine. But if you want like some specific ones, like let's say the most hallucinogenic ones, or the most deadly ones, or the most delicious ones, I need you to make a nature check here.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna take like what I can deadly and hallucinogenic ones.
Yes.
If you want some that are just edible, I guess then survival would work too. But you know, if you want to actually get to the core
I mean-
of what these are,
Wouldn't deadly also be survival?
I mean, sure, yeah, you can just
Okay.
take the ones which aren't edible. So yeah,
Yeah.
But that tells you nothing about whether or not they are hallucinogenic.
Oh, shit.
Just feed him to the paladin and it'll be fine.
Wait. Can I count it as medicine? Hallucinogenic? Does it work?
Sure, yeah,
Would they
why
fall?
not?
Yeah.
Sure.
Serge,
There we go. Medicine for hallucinogenic and survival for deadly. Oh shit. Not too great. But
Severe sees
above
you.
average.
Severe sees you not able to do this. He's just like, Kenobi, my friend, I'm now promoting you to taste tester. Get at it.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure you found some that are deadly and some that are hallucinogenic. You're not sure if it's the most prime example of that kind, but you find, let's say, 2 that appear to get you on a pretty good trip and 2 that appear to be very, very deadly.
Hell yeah, let's trip some balls.
I know, right?
Severe leans over Surgeon and whispers, "We are gonna have so much fun later."
Totally.
Oh my god.
This is going to
You know
be
what?
fine.
Paladins can't get high because they're resistant to poison.
I know.
I'm just gonna rule that. Paladins are resistant to high.
Will that mean he's also resistant to
No
the?
fun for you.
Will that mean he's also resistant to getting drunk?
Actually, yeah.
I mean, definitely resistant to alcohol poisoning. You know, potentially resistant to getting drunk, yeah?
By the way, who
I
the?
mean, they are-
That reminds me. That reminds me. Who's carrying the decanter of endless alcohol?
I think Remy did.
God
think that
damn
was
it!
when-
We either booze. Let's go hurry up and get through that.
Wait, so is Kino having disadvantage on getting drunk?
He just can't. He just can't get
Got
drunk.
advantage on his saving throws against alcohol. Yeah, intoxication.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
which pathway do you want to take? You see, Malphaba has had about enough of this cave, and you know she.
Anything that going on?
Is that just a cut through?
So what you see here, there's actually this pathway. It goes down, like, so. I mean, this is kind of crap because those are 2 different levels intersecting. So
Oh,
the
so
way
like
it
a drop?
goes on here, and there's a higher path that goes here this way. But this one you can follow this.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's pretty shit, you know. But I didn't know how to solve this.
Wait, I thought we were going to take a long rest or something.
We are dead.
And we did.
You took a long
Oh.
rest. You remember how you slept in the temple? That was the long rest.
Ah.
He didn't.
Kenobi does. Kenobi's just sitting up. He's like, "Justice does not sleep." He forgot he's supposed to. He forgot he's supposed to be Obi-Wan and decided to be Batman for a night.
No,
He's not the White Knight, he's now the Dark Knight.
No, he's the Green Flame Knight. There's a difference.
Jedi Knight.
No,
Oh,
he's the
God.
Green Flame Knight. There's a difference.
For sure, it's the Green Flame Knight.
I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't get recognized as that at some point in this campaign.
He's a Jedi. Alright, let's find this mic player.
Alright, what?
Eins own goal.
I just start
Old
humming.
Doom Summer.
I start humming a paladin song. Na 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 na, the yellow submarine, the yellow submarine.
I mean, I feel like a paladin song would be like Power Wolf in the Name of God.
She's like coming up to you and she's like, "What's a submarine?"
Yes. What is a submarine, Kenobi?
I did it as a joke. God damn it! I just tell
did
them.
it.
Well, I just asked them like their opinion on fourth wall breaking.
Severus just replies with, "Pay him no mind. He has regular fits of just saying nonsense."
I just say, you think I'm not high? You think I'm just a paladin? Well, guess what?
You're right. You're right.
And you're right.
He's not high.
Also,
See, immunity to getting high doesn't mean immunity to being a crazy fuck.
Being visibly uncomfortable crossing this bridge, and she's like, "Are we sure we need to go this way?"
I mean, we haven't found the enemy yet, so yes.
And our friend died around somewhere around here, so.
Well, I mean, I just want to find my family. I don't really care about the enemy.
Then we'll be back to help you in a little bit then.
All right. I'll be here.
Take care,
And
I guess.
Kind of turns around and she.
I just tell her like go back to the temple. Yeah, we don't
suppose
have.
we need to worry about growing some actual food. It seems like there's just these mushrooms here, and you know some of them seemed edible, but certainly not those.
Wait a fucking minute.
I actually
think
have
we
an idea. I have an idea, but we need actually to get some stuff from our friend's corpse first before we can help you.
All right.
Don't I have Wait a minute. No, I don't.
Can I attach my
What?
rope and just climb down this cliff?
Wait a second. I wanna hand you.
I can
potion vial.
purify food and drinks, and it's a ritual.
Yeah, but we don't need that shit.
What are you handing me?
I wanna hand you a poison vial
Mm-hmm.
with 46 on line.
Holy shit! Hell yes! What the fuck?
It has only 2 uses left, and nobody gets the 3d6 one. With I think it's in total 3. Can apply coding 3 times for
How long
one
does it?
usage or a minute.
For a minute. Okay, then you gave it to the right person because I can attack 4 times.
Yeah,
I
wait.
can attack
I gotta
twice. So
check.
how many?
Poison
How
vial.
long does this coating last? Like, is it three attacks?
No, it's I mean it stays for 1 minute.
Okay, sweet. Let's do
10
this.
turns.
Severus looks at your takes it and goes, I will make sure this goes to great use.
All right, let's kill this son of a bitch.
Severus ties the rope down to the bridge and 50 feet down.
Oh wait, actually, I'm gonna how do you actually do a reaction thing? So like once we encounter the enemy, I want to cast bless on all 3 of us.
So you want to hold an action then?
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, I mean you can do that. What? But keep in mind, if the action uses a spell slot, the spell slot is gone either way.
Behold the dead one.
Yes.
Wishman, the dead one.
You're just in time so you can die to the same mind flayer again.
Thank you. It's so
All right.
fun.
So sorry, what were you saying, Thark?
I was saying if your readied action actually uses up a spell slot, that spell slot is gone, whether or not the action triggers or not.
Oh yeah, all right. So I'll just change that now. Okay, let's go.
He has tons of first level spell slots though, so it's fine.
I have
Like,
4.
4.
Yeah, I know.
But just like everyone else.
Mm.
Alright, how, like, big is the jump, like, from the bridge to here?
That we don't do a jump.
It was 50 feet
Get
last
him
time, and I just tied her up, so we'll be fine.
Oh, okay. I'll go first.
Yes, you will.
Dead. On the impact of its armor. Broke every bone.
Every bone.
At least once.
Yeah, Severus is gonna decide it's time to get swifty and go climb down that rope.
Fucking Rick and Morty shit.
I didn't even watch the show. I just thought it'd be a good reference. Fuck you.
I follow.
You make your way down the, fairly trustworthy looking bridge. In terms of bridges, this one looks pretty sturdy. And as you make your way down...
Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
Also, do we have anything to give me advantage on an attack roll?
Come on, guys.
No, but I have advantage on every one of my attack rolls in here.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
the
not
thing
there,
is we
Ron,
need
so I can't help.
contagion to hit. I mean,
I just see the monster. I just say, hello there.
And actually roll for initiative straight away, because this guy... He's not really the one to...
That
14.
crisp 16 initiative. Oh, hey, look, Dominic's back. Now he's gone.
Never mind.
Oh.
Do I roll as well?
You're not here yet.
Sure, why not?
Oh.
He just teleports
Yeah.
in.
yeah.
Dave's win.
It's like have you ever, it's like a Terminator. I need your clothes, your keys, your bike, and your shoes.
Wait a minute. Why the 3?
That's a great
What?
question.
Why the 3, my
Three.
flares?
Because two
There
of
was
them
he
are
literally-
supposed to be hidden on the GM layer, but they weren't, so I guess fuck me.
Yes,
fuck us.
please. Yes, please.
No, fuck you, Clef.
I'm a
Why
traitor.
you?
Wanna
Because
use contagion then?
You know what? Fuck you, Wish. I look at you. You're literally the only dex-based character here, and I still have a higher initiative. Fuck you.
well, never. Okay. I'm gonna use up a grid point to be first in initiative.
Also, how the fuck do you only have a How the fuck do you only have a +3 at 9th level?
Because that's my dex.
You're a gunslinger.
Yes. I have a +9 in attack. And a +7.
Okay, it's don't come kind to me when you gimp your character so bad. Again.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, do you realize like how important a 2 hit is in this edition? Bounded accuracy, like, oh my god.
So, anyways, yes, you... I suppose you go first then, Wish.
Yeah.
Wait, why does he go first?
Because I used up a grid point. No, hold on. Where is the ruler? That's the rule. Okay, so 5. Wait. Oh, fuck, it's 10 feet here.
Yep, it's 10 feet.
So. Here is 10 from where I started, right?
Each square is 10.
Yes, each square.
Okay, so I can move here.
Yep.
Basically. Wow, amazing.
But that's moving 20 feet, right? You could still move one more.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, sure. I'll move here. Oh, wow.
And he's dead.
Why
Again.
don't you work? There we go.
Right, you used all your movement.
I've used all my movement.
Unless you want to dash.
I'm not gonna dash. I'm not gonna use my action to dash. I'm going to use defensive cover, which basically means I take cover behind any object and use the dodge action. If there's no cover, like, nearby, then it's just dodge.
I mean, I suppose you could either take this wall here and take cover from the guy here, or you could use that wall down there and take cover from the guys down there. So you would have to decide either here or here.
Oh, that's a question.
You're either exposed to this one or the two down there.
Going to stay where I am.
Right. Okay.
And wait, is that a bonus action? I think. Yeah, it's a bonus action, and I'm going to ready Pugio, my revolver.
Oh.
Right.
That's a terrible name. Oh my god.
I think it's actually called Pujo. But
Pujo.
Whatever.
I don't know names. Actually, that is wrong because I did the calculation again. So I need to fix it.
So, anyways, is that your turn, or do you actually want to find
Uh,
anything?
Yeah, I'm just readying an action for movement.
All right. So, if anything, which one? Any of them?
Any of
Or-
them.
Any of them. All right. Sirius, it is your turn.
Sweet.
Oh wait, with Bless, like, has it been activated now that initiative has been rolled and everything, or how does it work?
Sure. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's
I'll say it
okay.
has it.
I'm gonna move to the same space Kenobi's in, because we can each.
Yeah. You can share a space. That's.
Sweet. Oh, hello there.
That's my line.
Fuck you.
Fucking heathens, mate.
Boy, you got a license for that meme?
Yes. I watched Helsing Ultimate Abridged.
Mm.
Oh yeah, the last episode's actually coming out in November, I think.
Please be the 6th, please be the 6th, please be the 6th.
I'm going to drop my longsword, pull out my javelin, and toss that motherfucker. What is the range
what?
right here?
It is
30 feet.
So it's in range then. Perfect. Thank God for javelins.
Javelin.
Thank
Alright.
God for the sharpshooter feet.
And
Which does not apply to javelins.
No.
but dueling does. Let's
Wait,
see.
what?
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. It's a +9 to hit.
I mean, you can still stab someone with a javelin, so.
Mm-hmm.
Would you though?
I mean,
Depending-
you
You
can.
can.
It's not a shooter thing.
25.
But it's a dual thing.
Yeah, that's a hit though. That is a hit.
And the damage on that is a d6 plus 7. 9 damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to summon the javelin back in my hand again and throw it again. I fucking love being an Eldritch Knight. What can I say?
Come back to me!
Yep,
Yeah.
that's another hit.
It's not? Oh, fuck.
No, that is another hit.
No,
Oh, okay, thank God. I thought you said the other way. I was like, oh shit, we're fucked.
No.
They probably have an
Not,
AC
not
of
have an armor
15.
class of 21 or higher.
So, that's a 12.
So that is a 21.
Did I just do 21 damage with javelins? Hell yes. And before I end my turn, I'm just gonna look at him and say, fuck you. This is for Remy.
Thank you for killing Remy. Time to die.
yo, so, you
Love
killed...
you guys too.
It's like a Enigma type. Instead of you killed my father, it's you killed my loose end. Prepare to die.
Oh, by the way, I can still see Remy's vision.
Yeah,
You stole my kill. Prepare to die.
He died like here-ish.
Yeah, I know,
Yep.
but...
Just move him there.
Also, wait, we had blessed, didn't we?
Yeah, we.
Yeah,
do.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. I hit anyway.
Yeah, you hit anyways, it doesn't matter. So, Severus, does that end your turn? I
Yes.
suppose it does. Kenobi, it is your turn.
Alright. I draw my sword and come straight at him and prepare to attack. So that's a d20 plus 10. Does it hit?
That's a crit. Smite his ass.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Holy shit.
I'm going to use Divine Smite at 3rd level, and I'm also going. Does the coating count as a 66?
Yeah, it should also crit, doesn't it?
What coating?
The
He gave
Divine Smite gets crit as well, yeah.
No, I mean,
no, as in like the coating.
I mean, yeah, but
you mean the poisoning? He gave it to Severus though.
Yeah, the
No,
Black Poison.
no, you both have one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like Severus has 4d6,
Like, you have...
and
You have
Kenobi has 3d6, but no one of you did it.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah,
actually
I
use it as
think
an action
Wyatt
have
first.
it with you. I don't think you've put it on the blade yet. Like, if
Exactly.
you did, it would
Ah.
apply, but like just roll damage.
Okay, so do I add in? Do I put in the coating or not?
No.
No, you haven't put it
Okay.
on the blade.
It's just
You have to
9.
apply
It's
it.
98 plus your strength plus one more for the So 98 plus 6. That's a lot of fucking damage.
Plus 6. All right,
Hopefully it is.
98 plus 6. Okay, let's see. 50.
I am that.
Alright.
That's a lot of damage.
That's how many hit points this guy has.
How many?
He has 50 left. So
Boy,
I just like.
half got it.
you just basically you just grab the sword at the very lowest part, like basically at the what the fuck's it called? The knob at the end, and like at the very outer part
Pommel.
with
The pommel of the sword?
the pommel. That's right. You grab it at the pommel at the very outer part to have the most leverage possible, and you just swing straight through the first of his like mandible tentacles, and it gets cut through the half. Then the sword slices right into the throat of the guy, and then you hear this like thunderous sound as like with lightning and thunder, the blade just gets pushed further forward and just goes right through the throat. You see the head rolling out into the.
I just whispered to him. So. Nice to make introductions. Just drop the sword.
I like how Kenobi untrolled his pommel and ended him rightly.
God damn it!
Hashtag Hema memes.
Wait, didn't you say that Inkler had 50 HP left?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
not-
after the damage I did to him. Me and Ken-
No, I thought you were talking about after the damage Kenobi did.
Yeah.
By the way,
I
which mind flayer was that? Was that the one with the sword?
The one that Kenobi is next to, basically. I can see his name tag, and that's it.
That was not the one with the sword. He had a new normal earthed hand. The one with the sword is further down.
Okay.
That double
does
team though
coating-
was amazing. Holy shit, Kenobi.
Yeah. Does coating require a bonus action? Or does it like? Do you need to have an action to coat it? Like.
I think it's a bonus.
I think that would have to be an action. It's like
It takes an
going
action,
down.
yeah.
I think it's.
Oh, it takes up an action. All right. Never mind. I shall end my turn. And
I mean, that's reasonable. Search. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna just walk down here. There.
If I were you, I would dash to be within 10 feet of Kenobi, because those intelligence saving throws are gonna hurt otherwise.
Wait, but I can't do anything by dash.
No, my point is that they're gonna be hitting us next turn, so you want that plus 2 to your saving throw.
yeah.
Yeah, but not if I'm back here.
I'm saying you can dash to get up there though.
Yeah, but I probably won't get directly hit or focused if I'm back here.
That's fair
You
enough.
probably won't get a hit either way.
I literally
I mean,
made a joke
that
about.
hits,
I
but-
literally in character joked about his inability to hit.
I mean, I don't have to hit. They just get to hit by the shit cast on.
Yeah, just moonbeam everything will be fine.
No, Moonbeam is cheap. I could. I can fog cloud, but I don't think that's helpful.
What spells do you have prepared?
Healing word, entangle, fog cloud, Dark Vision, Moonbeam, Enhanced Ability, Spike Growth, Dispel Magic, Call Lightning, Conjure Animal, Light, Polymorph, Contagion, but I can't see anyone. So, that's a problem.
Yeah, I'll just wait.
Or I can just conjure Animal, I guess.
Yeah,
That works.
swarm those bitches.
Alright, should I go for a bunch of direwolves?
Direwolves are always the answer. Or pixies. Or pixies if you really want to fuck with the DM.
We don't
I don't
wanna
think
go
you can
game break.
transform into a pixie yet, but you want
No, conjure animal.
Pixies that polymorph you all into T-Rexes are not a thing. I won't allow. I won't have any of it.
To be fair, it's a thing. It's just a thing you won't allow.
It's a thing, but it's not a thing we actually do.
Sounds fine. That's fair enough. Just want to point out
Not
it
a
is a
cool
thing.
thing though.
Things happen when you play with power gamers.
I mean,
Summon a pixie, make the pixie turn us all into T-Rexes.
is that less?
Immediate victory.
Ironically, it's not even. That's not necessarily just a power gamer thing. That's also just a we're all now T-Rexes. This is the coolest thing ever.
It is also pretty cool, but it's
Look, I
like-
grew up in the '90s where dinosaurs were huge. That is like the coolest fucking thing.
It's pretty dope though.
I have 3
they're
different
all-
dinosaur atlases, which are all out of date now because any of them have feathers.
We were all in the 90s except Ron.
Uh,
I
so
spent
wait,
2 months in the 90s.
direwolves have this is CR.
I hate being the oldest guy here. Fuck my life.
Oh, I can just go with 2 direwolves.
Yeah, sure.
I go, yeah, 4th level. So, 4 direwolves, please.
4 direwolves.
Yes.
All the pack tactics.
I know.
Now
Why
you
do want
transform
them?
and now you.
Why you want them? It's like,
I have to check the range.
and how much HP do they have?
Oh, it's 60 feet, and the direwolf
32
has
HP?
37.
Oh, 37.
And it's 60 feet in front of me. Whatever that's going to. I mean,
Right here.
yeah, sounds good.
And then I'll have them all gang up on one dude.
Yes.
Pack tactics, motherfucker! Also, just have one move in but not attack it, and have them all just surround, then all pack tactics. For great justice. Speaking of wolf packs, I'd like to point out for that bard one shot that Wish wants to run, I may or may not have just created NWO Wolfpack Hulk Hogan as my character. Let me tell you something, brother.
The NWO Wolfpack and the NWO always confused me why those two were different.
Let me tell you something, brother. It's because if you want to stand with the Hulk.
You are a confirmed pedophile racist. You do not explain a thing to me.
Well,
That sounds
why
like a
is
lot of
that
heresy,
tagged
brother.
As that?
So
Why
what?
is
So
that
what?
tagged as that?
Yes, that mine
That
first.
one,
Dead.
that one is.
Huh?
That one had his head chopped off by Kenobi.
Oh, okay, because I couldn't, because I wasn't in range.
He got pierced by 2
Um,
javelins and then got his head chopped off. He dead.
Right, then
No, he got pierced by a javelin. That javelin magically disappeared and then got thrown in the same place again.
Exactly.
To go deeper in.
Not two.
Not
It's
again.
not actually 2 javelins. It's one and the same javelin twice.
Eldritch Knights are so fucking cool. Like, I mean, like, I get Battlemaster just does so many more cool, has, like, better combat shit, but, like, there's nothing as cool as, I throw a javelin, psh, it is back in my hand, throw it again! Or it's,
You're
or
taking,
that one.
I
Dead
see. You're
there.
taking the God of War tactic here.
the best part,
Alrighty.
even better, is, like, oh, you have to go to the king's, ball, but you're not allowed weapons. Oh, okay, that's fine, because shit goes south, psh, magic longsword, motherfuckers, who wants to go?
Also known as Hexblade.
I would then attack
with all of them, I
one.
suppose, and they all
Are you
have
betting on how
advantage.
many? Are you betting on how many will miss?
Probably a lot of because they aren't that good at it.
They have advantage though because pack.
Yeah, I mean they do.
Hmm.
All
So
have advantage thanks to pack tactics.
tag. Da 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 da. All right. First hit. That's shit. 13, doesn't it? Probably.
13 is not a hit.
Yeah. Okay. Then this one. Attack. And attack. 18. That's
That's
it.
it.
Your
Yeah.
first official hit of the campaign.
I mean,
It's not the
No,
first.
not really.
It's not the first, but it's within the first 10.
That's close enough.
It's probably accurate too.
Yes.
I feel bad for Surge.
I feel bad for Lynx.
I do
got 10
too.
damage.
I do and I don't because I like to point out the only reason he didn't also die when Lander did is because Lynx had a climbing speed and he got in a fucking tree like a smart man.
All right.
I just
10
stood there.
damage. And
Fucking wargs, dude. You
Strength
can't run
saving
away
throw.
from those.
Dex save. All
Nate,
right.
strength.
Strength. Okay.
They literally have a speed of 60.
That would be 19.
Oh yeah, succeeded. All right. There's one hit.
Oh, by the way, this one is the one that has the sword, and this one is the one that doesn't have the sword.
All right. Yeah.
So upper one has a
Strong
sword.
motherfucker out of the way first. First roll 15. Second roll 14. Wow. Thanks, game. I guess is it 15 a hit? I hope so. Is it a hit?
14 is not a hit. 15
15.
on the one with the sword or on the one without the sword?
Sword.
Nope, that's not it.
Yeah. All right then.
For
Nice.
hindsight, would it have been a hit for the other guy?
Probably.
You don't know.
He totally gave it away already. So that's a 15 on the without the
That is a
sword.
hit.
How? Who could have known that?
Who could have guessed?
That's a 19.
Who could be behind this?
What is this
Do I
witchcraft?
make a strength saving throw?
What's this witch cat
yes,
crap coming from
strength
the
saving
fucking
throw.
druid?
That would be a 7.
Oh, he's knocked prone.
Yet.
There's one that knocked prone and took 15 damage. Max them, baby.
Damage indeed.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
a lot of that's a lot of damage.
I feel
Well-
swift here.
No, I disagree. The Paladin's 50 crit was fucking insane.
I mean, in terms
But
of
I did
fireball.
more than Severus.
But it didn't
Gotcha.
crit.
I don't care.
Did you
We
though?
talk about witch
Yeah,
cat, though
I
you're a
did
druid.
25 damage.
With one hit, I did. Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't care.
with one hit.
If it's one hit, but it was my turn.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. It's fine. I'm gonna go big dick TPS next round just to fuck with you.
I have also contagion. Later. Getting there.
No, Daddy, please do not
Jesus.
contagion. Daddy, please do not contagion me.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that what kind of save is contagion?
It's no, I wouldn't
It's
hit. It's a
con.
spell attack. No, spell attack.
Oh yeah, it's fine then. You're never gonna hit me anyway.
Yeah. I know.
I have
Unless
I
I'm
have a
lucky.
21 AC, just norm passive. I can jump that up to 26 the minute you try, motherfucker.
I think at 26 I couldn't even beat with it with anything but a 20.
I know, right?
Oh my god, I'd be immune. I'd be immune to contagion.
What does that do, even?
Actually, yeah,
It gives
Kenobi
you
is
It's a
immune.
disease. Yeah.
Well,
It
yeah,
gives you
I'm
a
immune.
natural disease. Bitch,
I think
I'm
I'm
immune.
Yeah, Kenobi joined the Paladins for the wrong reasons.
No, for the right reasons.
The only reasons
No,
that
it's
matter,
to be
one could
safe.
say.
So, as you as you summon a whole pack of wolves to attack the two Illithid, I suppose that ends your turn, right?
Yeah.
You see the first one, surrounded by all these wolves. He's fighting them off fairly well, but one of them has been gnawing at his thighs, and he just takes his sword and he just kind of twirls it around, and then he blade downwards jams it into the ground, and then he's gone. He just disappeared.
What?
You don't see any
Damn.
trace of him, and seeing the disappearance of his master, the other one kind of panics. Or for a little moment, you see his eyes twitching, and then also he just disappears. The wolf, which is sitting on top of him right now, just going for his throat, just with his paws, just thumps to the ground, and there's suddenly nothing left under him to pounce.
I was
He can't run, he's knocked prone.
That's anticlimactic.
It's not running, it's teleporting.
Man, I wish we had a monster slayer in the party. He couldn't even teleport it.
Yeah, I suppose that ends combat for the moment.
For the moment.
I mean, unless we want to fight the Thot over there, but
Yeah, you wanna fight me? Why?
I never said I
Alright,
did. I just said it was an option.
So, at this moment, please, everyone, like Kenobi, make a perception check.
Alright, just wait a sec. And what's my perception?
Fail this and you'll die like Remy.
Everybody or just him?
No, just Kenobi.
Okay.
Aye!
I know why.
Right.
I think I
You're
know why.
literally blind.
I have no idea. Wish, please make me make me also a perception roll. Well, no, you've seen that. You have seen.
I
The
have
paladin
seen.
has just chopped off that creature's.
Like, I have no idea, like... I didn't even know there were 2 other Mind Flayers. For all I know, I just defeated the final boss.
He got a placebo high on the mushroom. His senses are dulled.
His smug, righteous sense of authority.
Right. So, yeah. What do you do?
Great question.
You find yourself in the room where there's the chain that you've seen earlier, wrapped around this post.
Can the wolves track them with keen smell? I mean,
Make a check.
try. Right?
While he's doing that, can I go get my javelin?
Oh.
Can't you just summon it?
That's so true. Boop! And then I'm going to,
Salute my old body.
Actually, before I summon it, I want to pick up my sword, sheath it, then I'll summon the javelin in my hand.
You can, if you want, you can roll for all of them.
Alright. But
Yeah,
all of them have advantage, so.
Yeah, it's a little stupid.
There's a 20. There's a crit!
Natural 20!
Yeah, we
And-
already know.
Another one. There we go.
Alright, so the one with the natural 20, I mean, all of them just immediately go for the all of them just immediately go for the one that is already down, and they go. You tear
Good
the
wolf.
rest of his body apart, and you see the other one notices he's like the one that had the crits. Just kind of his nose kind of twitches for a few seconds, and then he just joins the others. They seem to be gone for good.
Ah. So they did teleport.
Well, isn't that a pretty sight?
I just begin walking, seeing the wolves just chomping down.
That's a
You gotta
lot of
destroy
that's a
his-
lot of
his-
hairs.
So now you
brain.
definitely see the silhouette of a woman, mostly clad in a leather trench coat and carrying a huge arsenal of like metal rods with strange contraptions sticking out of them, and
As a scholar, would I know what those are?
make a intelligence check. Not any skill in particular, just straight intelligence check.
Roger that.
He probably wouldn't.
14. They seem like they are holes they have holes inside. They are hollow. And,
I draw my sword and sort of like points at her
maybe
like,
they are containers for some sort of thing that you're meant to fill in there, but You know, that doesn't seem like a very economic shape if you wanted as much storage room. Shouldn't there be like a round thing somewhere? Very weird. And also, like, you see that her features are mostly covered. Like, she's wearing, you know, large clothes, but she doesn't appear exactly human, even from this distance.
I draw my sword and I point at it like, speak your name. Who are you?
I raise my pistol and say, well, put that sword down and I'll tell ya.
Are you on the Mind Flayers side or whatever the hell they are? Because I just killed one.
I come from the city of Dulin Toll, if you know what that is.
For a second, like, he just...
You would not know what that is.
Yeah, he doesn't know who she is, but most likely she was fighting them as well, so he sheathes his swords, like, puts it down.
Mind flayers aren't exactly known to make humanoid allies.
Severus turns to Surge. My friend, I have some advice for you. If she breathes, she a Thot.
Jesus. I knew you'd say that. I just tell Severus that Remy's body is down there. You can search for whatever he, like, the bag of holding.
Woohoo! Alcohol!
The spoon! As well.
Oh yes, the spoon.
I'm just gonna take the entire bag of holding. All his shit. What do we got? What else did you have on you, Remy? Besides the dag, which I'm also taking.
While you're here, Severus, please make me a charisma saving throw.
Oh, fuck!
Oh no!
And you are not within 20 feet of the paladin, so you do not get.
Yeah, I figured. Did I just get banished?
Oh my god. That's a 0.
You will now enter the spirit realm.
You hear in your head an ethereal voice that seems to come from far, far away, and you hear power in that voice. And wisdom, and... You know, it is a grand voice, like you're talking to something superior right now, nothing humanoid, nothing even vaguely humanoid. Not heard quite the voice like this before, and it seems like it was longing for you to come here, and it says, Severus, you are the one who's meant to have the chain of banishment. You're hunting a lich, aren't you? Do you have any idea how one defeats a lich?
Would Severus have an idea that this is probably Tiamat talking to him?
At this point, because you rolled a 0, I'm gonna say no.
So he just buys this hook, line, and sinker. Got it.
You think it is probably the chain itself, like maybe it's a sentient thing. You just, your mind doesn't go to what it traps, and instead it describes to you like how much you need this chain.
I need it. The precious.
Does he actually say that aloud?
Yes.
Alright, I just walk up and say, Severus, what are you doing? Snap out of it. You're not Remy. Snap out of it.
In your mind, the voice continues, and it says, "You want to know who I am?"
Can we see that he is, like, being affected by something?
Probably make insight checks, all of you, but for now, in your head you hear the voice again, once more, Severus, and it says, "Probably wonder who I am. Do not ask who I am, for there's not a who that I am. I am is. I am everything that was, everything that is going to be, everything that is meant to be, and you are meant to wield me. Come, Severus, take your price, and you shall conquer a lich like no mortal has done before you."
Can I make an intimidation check? Like, Severus, I swear to God, if you don't come back here this instant, I will shove my sword straight up your ass, that you'll be constipated forever.
Severus, what do? You hear this godly voice promising you power and basically a way to solve the problem you've had for a long time, and then faint from very distant, far away, seemingly, you hear the voices of the people you could vaguely consider friends over the last couple of weeks and days. I don't want to make any.
No, Severus does. He thinks of them as friends, but to be fair,
All right, cool.
although the relationship with Kenobi is more like no, they're friends. He can see us as a friend, but he's also like the butt of the joke.
Mates.
No, it's like the butt of the joke. He's not. He does call you brother Kenobi all the time.
Would I know if would I know anything like common knowledge about this?
So for you, I don't think you'd know. I mean, you see that this chain is seemingly wrapped around thin air and definitely suspended by magic, but you have no idea of the greater implications of this thing. You've not been to the temple, you don't know its story. And for the rest of the two of you, I'm gonna say, I mean, Wish rolled the best out of all of you, but I think he has not all the pictures of the puzzle. So Kenobi, you rolled relatively well as well on your insight checks, so you kind of see the struggle within Severus right now. But apart from you, I don't think anyone really gets what's going on here.
So I
So,
like.
I
I
want to
said,
point out that with an 8 in insight, Dennis rolled an 11, like under 9. That's actually pretty sad.
Yeah, with a +8.
yeah. So I say to him like again like what I said before, like sort of like to make it intimidation, to sort of like intimidate the like to sort of scare him to sort of like snap out of it.
You probably want to do persuasion because he's not scared of you.
Shit. All right. Well, I'll persuade him.
Might I suggest something? Why don't you get him down? We'll put him in some manacles and then we can talk to him so he won't get to that, whatever that is.
Okay. I just
so
tell.
we can
I,
talk.
alright.
Whatever you're suggesting there, you're going off of very little information right now. You just hear. I mean, I suppose that Kenobi has just said snap out of it, so maybe now you're catching on to the fact that Severus is behaving strangely, but you don't know that guy. You've never
Yeah, I
seen
just
him.
said paladin. Maybe get him down so we can talk without things getting out of hand.
All right.
So,
I
Severus,
just
I'm
like.
gonna
I
say,
just.
for the
Not
sake
in a
of
violently way, please.
you're probably real tempted right now to, and because you rolled a 0, I'm gonna say you want that fucking chain. I'm sorry.
I persuade him. I try to persuade him. And I say.
DM just ruled. I want it, so time to get it.
All right.
Get him down quickly.
Right. While you do that, I'm
I'm going to fire at the chain, deliberately not hitting him.
Oh yeah,
the chain.
that's a terrible
No,
idea.
I just say aim for like near his shoe. Scare
for
the
the
shit
cannons.
out of him. Don't hit the chain though. Whatever you do.
Just shooting something to tell him to stop.
Not the chain though.
Okay, not the chain.
Not the chain.
Yeah, the chain's currently tying up Tiamat to a different dimension. No, I'm
Do I
not
have to
kidding.
roll for that?
No, I'm not kidding.
I know.
We go ahead and roll.
yeah, you can roll to hit.
12.
I mean,
Nope.
I wasn't trying to hit.
you are not trying to hit Severus. You're not hitting Severus.
Just
And you're
shooting the
not-
ground.
What are you trying to shoot?
Just
ground,
the ground in
like-
front of him.
I mean, you hit the ground pretty far away from him. Yeah, I mean, you hit the ground in front of him, but he doesn't really seem to pay any mind to that.
All
so-
right. Time to persuade him. Okay, Severus, if you come here, I'll give you 10 gold. Just snap out of it. Persuasion.
And that's a weak. No, that's a weak argument. I like to remind you, I have 10,000.
Roll with disadvantage for that one.
Yeah, literally,
I
there's
used-
10,000. I have 10,000 gold in my hand. What are you trying to buy me with?
16. I'm gonna make. Can I make an inspiration? Since I have inspiration still, I haven't spent it. Can
Yeah,
like
you
how
can
does
roll
that
again
work?
with it. You can roll again with disadvantage if you want that.
Oh, natural 20.
That is sad. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Rest in
Okay,
peace,
so does
Ray.
16 cut it?
16. I don't know. Severus seems pretty hell bent on getting this chain, and also like, I suppose make a wisdom saving throw with advantage right now,
Me?
Severus, because yeah, you.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let me go pull up my character sheet here, and wisdom.
What's
Ooh, that was a dump stat. Wait, was that supposed to be a
That's
saving
a
throw?
16. That's a 16.
Oh, he's
And
safe.
that means you saved. So, yeah.
Come back and get your 10 gold!
Am I back to
No,
normal?
he saved.
No, you saved against being persuaded, which means.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
And I pull the chain.
I want my wolves to bite him in. Fuck.
I mean, the wolves can bite him, but as you
Yeah.
wrap your hand around the chain, you hear, like, the chain is alive, and once you grab it, it just kind of wraps itself around your arm, and you feel it dig into your flesh as it just wraps around your arm, and...
Wait, I'm wearing plate mail, though. How the fuck does that work?
Well, I mean, it's...
God of War
it's a
style.
fucking
Through.
chain. Like, it is more like Prince of Persia, the Dark Prince,
Oh,
because
okay.
that is his chain.
I know I've seen it
And,
before.
It is like it just digs in deep and it seems to stay there. You feel it even through your plate mail, just bite in deep. This is a very magical chain again.
Ah!
Whatever the fuck that is.
Alright,
You feel the stinging pain, although while this thing is right now hurting you, you also feel that you command it in a way. You get the chain of banishment, and if you have a thing that you really want banished and dead for good, you have the feeling that you could make this chain snap forward, and like if there's a creature that you manage to beat into submission to bring to like significantly hinder its status, if it's incapacitated, you can wrap it around that thing and it would be like, that's how this thing is used. Once it's down, you bring out the chain and it's gone. So there's your way to get a lich, but at what cost?
Tiamat, that was the cost. Also, I just
Wait,
added to,
how do we know that?
and I just added that to my character notes. Actually, I put that in the wrong place, but whatever, doesn't matter. Chain of banishment.
How do we know though that that was the chain that is
So
holding
in
the
temple,
Tiamat?
there was a...
Okay, remember that temple? There was
Yeah.
murals. I got a 26 history check, and I was able to deduce that it was my character was able. Cirrus was able to deduce that that was Tiamat being binded to a different dimension.
Hmm.
How do you spell Tiamat? I wanna...
How it's said.
By the way, is that the monster
Yeah.
you were teasing earlier that was from the monster manual with the fly?
What?
I will make no comment.
That means yes! Wow, that was really fucking unlucky for us. What the fuck?
Well, it might be not our problem yet.
No, but to be fair, the lich is no longer our problem.
I mean,
We
it's
have a
still
bigger problem.
but you have a cure for the problem.
I mean, he
This
can
turns
still
The cure for the
power
problem
give us-
created an even bigger problem. Huh, it's almost like Naruto right now.
Like,
What, are we gonna have like 7 filler sessions and then 1 actually good story session and then 7 more filler?
No, that's Dragon Ball. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference. Naruto
Oh.
reference is how the writer kept making such stupidly overpowered villains that he had to create other even more stupidly overpowered villains to kill the first villain, and so he
Yeah,
kept
and
he kept running himself into an even bigger hole with each arc. It was amazing.
How can the Ninetales not defeat that thing? Oh, sick. I don't know much about Naruto, but I do know
Also,
about
let
the
us
Ninetales.
loan into 1,000 individual copies of us. Train faster. Yeah.
Also, as you unravel the chain from there, you hear that all these crystals around here they begin to crackle a little bit. There's like there's cracks in those beginning to form.
Okay. I just...
Might I suggest you get out of there before those explode? I presume they're gonna explode, and that will be really
Did I
painful.
already grab rubbing stuff before the mind control happened?
I mean, like you see that with the moment that you grab the chain, there's definitely those things are beginning to form, to show signs of like.
Question before I run. Did I already have a chance to grab rubbing stuff?
Yeah, just the direwolf. Grabbing him.
Yeah, sure. You get
Okay,
the
cool.
dialogue.
Then I'm gonna grab his dagger. So I'm gonna add I already have everything. So I'm gonna go back to the party and let's get the fuck out of here.
I have more things, you know that.
What do I mentioned that I grabbed the bag of
Grab
holding.
corpse.
Oh,
Grab the complete corpse.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The corpse. is
I
getting
just
dragged.
told Cirrus, what have you done?
Unlimited
Of course, it's
power.
getting dragged out there by the wolves you are still concentrating on, and also, yeah, as you make it out, you just run there, you know, for your lives because you see those things forming cracks, and you leave, and then you await the explosion of these things as you made it out, but you know, not much happens.
Let's make one direwolf die for dramatic effect.
No, not much happens at all. They just show.
I just tell Severus, what have you done? What have you done? What have you done?
What I've
What he
done
has
is found
done
what
is
I've
probably something
That's a good
terrible.
fucking question.
what I've done is found us a way to beat the Lich.
At what cost?
Yes. At what fucking cost you unleashed a Tiamat? Tiamat. Like,
I mean-
you don't know how to pronounce it. Like, it's a dragon.
It's not that
A massive
hard.
The
dragon.
Queen of Dragons?
It's a Tiamat.
A queen of dragons.
the queen, there's only
of
one.
Dragons?
The queen of dragons.
Am I still mind controlled by this thing, or
Yes.
I mean,
You
you
will
know what
always
you've
be.
done. Like, you're not sure though that you've unleashed Tiamat or anything. You just know that you had a chain talk to you, or like something talk to you, and it seems logical to take this thing
all I
and
so
beat the
all,
lich with it.
all I know is the chain or God, not sure which, decided that I need to use this chain to beat the Lich.
Okay. So,
that
can I...
she's gonna say. So technically, now we're both paladins.
Alright, I'm gonna try and roll for persuasion. Again, and say... Okay.
Would he roll it for disadvantage since he already failed before?
Like one question: what do you want to persuade him of?
Like, to sort of tell him, Tiamat, you are the reason why Tiamat is here.
So it's about blaming him. All right. So
Not
you
really,
don't
no,
wanna-
not blaming him, just tell him, like, what he has done. Like,
So
So
blaming him.
him. That's pretty much blaming him, right? Am I tripping? I do want something
No.
else.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
getting that. You could like guilt
Yeah.
trip him into putting it back.
Well, then
I
you're
mean,
gonna have
putting
to.
that back presumably won't do much because
Then you're probably gonna have to
time
roll.
to roll.
Probably with disadvantage though, because he's already tried to make this argument before and failed.
I mean,
well, that's
it's an
fail.
argument, but, I mean,
So I feel like if you roll a crit fail in convincing somebody else to blame, that you are not you've now made the argument that you are to blame.
You blame the Jews.
oh my God.
You're making this a religion thing.
Yes.
You're doing the proper.
No.
structure
What?
thing.
No. See, we like so then. Kenobi, when he tries to start blaming me, it ends up being a weird thing where he starts blaming everything on the Drow, and how the Drow are to blame for everything, and how there's a Drow deep state going on within Beregar.
Oh, by the way, how long do your wolves last? So it's
An hour.
an hour. All right.
Because now we have a Drow on our ass. Now a Tiamat. And guess, do you know why we're here? Because of the fucking Drow.
Fucking draws are
I like
stealing
the-
our jobs.
Wow, I like to point out that Kenobi's went from Paladin to D&D Alex Jones.
Too real. Too fucking real.
So let me go add this. Let me go add this shit to my. What is the dagger called?
Double tap.
I
Or
love
triple tap.
I love that triple. I love the name.
There is more stuff on him.
Infinity tap.
Oh, I
No,
know.
we-
It's
It
no
was
longer
strange.
infinite tab. It's not allowed.
So he had a bag of holding, Mordecai's spoon. He had Thagomir's spellbook.
I need to add all this. So
Uh,
bag of holding.
a healing potion, 2d4 plus 2.
Wait, wait. You're going way too fast. Way too
Okay.
fast. Bang.
Bag of holding,
I know. I need to actually go create a second spec. Just what the bag of holding contains, which is
I have no idea.
10,000 gold.
We convinced the
And
Drow.
a keg of wine.
Oh yeah,
That's
the endless
right.
decanter of wine.
Oh yeah.
Which is one of the reasons that Severus really want to go here. He needs his constant wine. Wine. Thagmir's spellbook.
That is on Remy himself.
Yeah, I said I took a shit, so it doesn't matter.
Mordenkainen Spoon, as we decided to call it.
Mm-hmm.
That's close enough. I don't know how to spell Mordenkainen, but it's close enough.
Neither did I. I just made something. Have a healing potion that is 2d4 plus 2.
Healing potion 2d4 plus 2.
A resurrection spell scroll.
Which we're not using on you.
No, I'm not asking for it.
Res
The
or
Cloak of Bats.
Resurrection scroll. Cloak of Bat.
Yeah. And yeah, then it's just basic shit like Entertainer's Pack, Scheme and Trust, Disguise Kit, Thieves' Tools, Loot, Deck of Cards, Hand Crossbow, Bolts, and
Was
Armor.
he the one that had the rapier?
No, that was Kenobi.
No.
That was Kenobi. Alright, cool.
Which I can just summon.
And you also find a note that Remy had previously talked to you about.
Yes, that is...
Let me go add that too. Plot letter
Do you
to
have the letter
Lizara.
or do you need me to send him to...
Yes. To Lizara. And just Valencia. Just put in quote in parentheses Valencia.
Who is Lizara?
What her name was.
Pyrrha.
No, Lizara.
P-Y-A-P-Y-R-R-A.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't.
No, we're talking about the plot letter for the elf lady.
Oh.
well, no, that was just he, like, when Lara went through the portal...
Liara, that's it.
There's a... Lyra, yes. She gave you a potion that has an etiquette on it, which just says... It's a fairly plain etiquette, but, you know, it's a symbol that makes it clear that this is something important, and it is basically this very nebulous-looking thing. It just doesn't look like a liquid, more like a gas that is just woven through with, like, little golden veins.
I just named it
And
plot device
you-
to Liara.
When you peel back the etiquette on the other side, the label on the other side of the label, it says Valencia. But you don't actually know that. I think the only one who knows that might be...
Oh, I know. I'm just putting that. I just put
sure,
Valencia there,
sure.
so I, as the player, know what it is on my character sheet.
So the
And
other thing
also,
is a letter, and I'm just gonna write this to you, and you can decide to do with it whatever. Wait, where I?
By the way, Tharok, the word ethic doesn't exist in.
Yeah, I know. It's labeled,
Okay.
and that's why I changed it. But
Are you sending
I'll
that
do
to
that.
me in DMs or?
Yep. It's in.
Mm-hmm.
Do with that whatever you want. It's literally just a...
Well, to be
No.
fair, isn't this the will he had me write, which I also put the fucking clause in that I could have the dagger?
well, it specifically says where the dagger would go.
Yeah, and I remember you were an idiot and did the same thing that Kenobi did. You went to the guy who... We went to a scribe who put a secret clause in the end of the contract in invisible ink.
Yeah, but in Canopia's terms, it wasn't like confirmed to one specific person or whatever. It was all of his stuff basically.
Yeah, there was a
thing
dependent
that
clause
he
that-
requested to go to his friend.
I think this thing is not written by you. You have not seen this before. This is written by Remy.
And nobody will ever see this. It's fine.
It's fine.
Are you really gonna be such a dick about that? May
Are
I
you
ask
are
your
you are you
alignment?
going to be that dick who denies the magic items to the party? That's the question.
May I ask your alignment?
Ironically, it's true neutral. So, I mean, sorry, good neutral. So as long as I'm doing it for the greater good, which I am.
For the greater good of the party.
Let's be real here. Who could use those items better than a party of
Adventures.
entrepreneurs looking to
Entrepreneurs. Oh,
Then I grab the cloak.
What cloak?
grab
Right.
the cloak?
I have the cloak. Fuck you.
You ain't getting
See,
anything.
you keep like. I don't know how we keep explaining this. You don't get to just leave stuff to yourself. Remember, he literally said that to Kenobi about 4.
Yeah, this wasn't supposed to be left for myself.
I mean, the letter doesn't say leave it for myself. It tells you where to.
I know.
leave it.
Well, he just
Not
said no.
when.
No, my point is he just said he's gonna try to take the cloak right now. It's
Yeah,
Adriana.
like, if Adriana wants to try to.
Never mind.
I mean, Adriana can try to take the cloak.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah,
but
no.
Party members stealing our magic items? Fuck that shit. That ain't happening here.
yeah, NPCs aren't getting our magic items. Like this is
Oh,
we are level 9 and we have a very small amount of magic items.
And-
Stop giving them away.
10.
What is 10?
We are level 10.
No, we're level 9.
We're
Yeah.
level 9.
so
Are we
level
level
9.
9?
9.
Am I completely insane?
Yeah,
Yes.
apparently you overleveled
Oh,
your
I
character.
am. No, I didn't. I thought we were level 10.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
fine if we go to
I
level
think
10.
I think I also told you you were right when you asked me what level you are, but I didn't really pay attention. You're actually level 9, so never
Okay.
mind.
I mean, hopefully we get to level 10.
Okay, yeah,
'cause
yeah.
I really,
I'm just talking bullshit because, yeah.
hopefully we get to level 10 because then I get that thing where I can make enemies have disadvantage on saving throws.
Anyways, while Severus is going through Remy's stuff, you see that Adriana gets like big eyes as you rifle through his stuff, and then as her eyes fall on the cloak of bats, you sense that she's curious as to what this is.
For you.
Oh, I'm Adriana Moore, by the way.
Severus.
Kenobi.
Search.
Okay. You might have a lot of questions about these contraptions I'm carrying.
Out of character. I wonder what they could be.
I'm talking in character.
In
Because
character,
you-
you do have a lot of questions.
I mean, actually, you just answered that out of character though, so you kind of proved yourself wrong. Also, in character, yes, please tell me about these wonderful contraptions of yours.
Well, the short story is basically, I call them firearms. Or, yeah, I call them firearms. The short story is, it's a contraption. I slide these little, I call them bullets. These metal balls in, pull the trigger, it fires out at fast pace and hits and hurts real bad. The long story,
What
we
propels
will-
them? What propels them forward, though?
That is a story for another day. It's a long story.
Out of character, he
Because-
doesn't know how it works.
Yeah, basically. Because I have not done the research on firearms at all. And firearms are illegal in Iceland.
Okay, let's just out of character. Let's
So
just
I
assume,
would
let's just
have
assume
no
he just
idea.
told us about how you use a explosive
That
charge.
might be a story for like
No,
campfire.
it's
Yeah,
magic.
it's a camp
You're
story.
literally in the territory of mind flayers. It might be a good idea to
Sure.
not talk about firearms now.
I mean, but maybe they're American mind players. Maybe mind flayers are only angry because they're actually Americans and they're sick of this pussy ass world that doesn't have firearms.
By the way, are you leaving Remy's body there once you've rifled through his shit and taken?
Oh
his
no, I'm
body?
putting him over my shoulder. We're gonna go bury his ass.
Right, cool.
I mean,
I
the
just-
direwolf
I
can
just- I thought
take
I
it.
might just.
I mean, to be fair, we could also be into the direwolves.
I mean, you don't have to carry him. We got wolves to carry. shit
Actually,
around.
does everybody have all the shit they want from Hermes' body?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna light his body on fire and give him a Viking funeral.
No, that's not an American funeral, that's a Viking funeral.
I just said a Viking funeral.
You said American.
No, he said.
He said Viking.
Oh, did he say?
Yes.
Get some new ears.
Yeah, you like how eager are you to get triggered? What the fuck?
You should have done that for Ivar, though, not Remy.
Whatever it mean, like anyways, yeah, you can do that. That would take you quite some time.
This is fair. So instead,
If you want the specific on how the funeral is, it's usually done
Actually, I
on
don't
water.
care. Actually, don't care.
Done on
Yeah, we
water.
just burn him.
I know how it's supposed to work, but that's not how we're doing it.
How about we lit him up and throw him off the bridge?
Yeah, because that would
Close enough.
Now I'm gonna drag his body and we're gonna go up to the bridge.
Alrighty.
Swiggity, I'm going up that bridgey.
That bridge.
And while I'm
Oh,
waiting for everybody else to,
boy.
while I'm waiting for everybody else to climb, I'm gonna start preparing the body to burn. Douse it,
Alright.
douse it in oil. Actually,
Again,
douse
welcome
it in the
back to
alcohol. We have endless alcohol, which means we have endless burning.
Endless wine, though.
It's still alcohol. It's still alcohol.
Well, if you were to take the wine, you would need to distill it for a while or like reduce it because there's like wine doesn't burn. I don't know if you tried that, but it needs more alcohol.
I mean, the guy that is trying to burn him with alcohol doesn't drink alcohol, so...
Severus?
No, you.
Oh, this is true. Yeah.
Alright.
So Severus would know that
actually-
then. So let me find something else we can do here.
Also,
Well,
can my
see,
direwolves go up the way? Like,
No,
Like into
that's,
the
that's
room
like
again?
a rope hanging down from a bridge.
no, if see, went down the room monsters again. Can they go through?
I mean,
Can they go around?
I mean, yeah.
Man, I wish we had a second bag of holding so we could just just hold on to all our dead party members.
Just put the bag of holding into the bag of holding.
That's a
Put
term.
more
No.
bags of holding into that first bag of holding until that bag of holding is full, and take that bag of
that
holding
is
into
like
another.
one of the unbreakable laws of D&D. You do not put a bag of holding into either another bag of holding or a portable hole. You don't do it.
They both disappear.
You don't. Like, if the
Alright.
GM's generous, both disappear. If the DM hates you, both explode and spill all their stuff at like
At max velocity.
and you get like killed by all the platinum in your.
Alright, so I woke up to Maltiva and just sort of like whispered to her, I think we have a problem. And a big one.
Oh, what do you mean?
I see you selling me out, are you?
So to sum it all up, like,
And
can
then
I...
now her like eyes they search you, Severus, and they notice that around your arm is wrapped the chain, and her jaw just drops, and she stares at you. And you
Out
don't
of-
quite find the words to describe.
Out of character, it might be time for another genocide to get rid of loose ends.
Okay. This is in an alternative universe. Let's just say that, because I'm not doing this in this campaign. In an alternative universe, Adriana just takes a pistol, shoots Severus in the head, and kills him. Loose end over. Okay, nice.
Well, no, I mean, yeah. If you're gonna say that, do a quick universe alternate universe roll and see if you can even do it. So. No.
Of course not.
And then it'd be Severus' turn. Who?
Like,
No, actually,
Severus, however, is not the loose end, right? Severus is the guy who did it, so the loose end. He's not the loose. I mean, he could be loose end if you consider yourself an accomplice, and yeah, sure.
Anyway, little joke I make. Of course, Gluff takes it and goes too far with it.
I mean, yeah, because the fucking dice decide this shit, motherfucker.
That was a joke. That was not supposed to be anything.
Anyways, yeah, like she looks at you with a mixture of like just confusion and anger.
Severus just Severus just looks at her with just like he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
I lean over to Severus and say, you know, I think she might be a bit mad at you. Could I talk to her and try to calm her down?
Sure.
Alone. Okay, could you get your friend, what was his name? Kenobi, to back off a bit while I try to calm her down?
Actually, there's enough room there. That's 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just move out the way anyways, because I don't want to be killed.
So Severus is gonna go over. Does the cloak of bat require attunement?
Yes.
I'm gonna go attune to
does.
that.
That takes 1 hour.
Never mind then. Fuck.
Anyways, Malteva is looking at you and says, who are you?
I am Adriana Moore. I am from Dulan Toll. don't know
Never
if you've
mind
ever.
who you are. What did this creature do? Does he not know? He sent us all to our doom.
You know, I have no idea what compelled him to do it, but his friends did seem off-putted by his actions. Something like he.
compelled him to do it. He just
Hold
doomed us
on.
all.
Just calm down. We're trying to figure this out. He's doomed you all. Are you then talking about doomed us all in the Underdark or in the actual world?
Do you think I'd be down here if I cared about myself? I was keeping the others safe. What do I care about the Underdark? This place is disgusting. I mean, that's our mission. We keep the rest of the world safe. And she just kind of scrambles, loses her voice a little bit, and then you see her tear up and just basically bury her face in her hands. She kind of, it seems like she, clenches her hands to fists for 1 second, but she figures out quite quickly that this is not a fight she wants, but she has no idea what to do.
Fucking fly. You see, I have no idea what whatever any of this is. Just because I just met these people. But if it's so bad, is there some kind of, I don't know, ritual or ceremony or thing which that can be done to restore this? Do you know of such things?
No, I never thought of what might happen if we remove the chain. That is not something I ever thought about. Literally, my life was devoted to not letting that happen.
Now it has.
Might I suggest something? There is a place I know. It's guarded heavily. Guarded so well it could be over loads of dragons attack there and it would still be secure. There are underground bunkers to protect people from massive attacks. You could go there and ask for one man and say that I sent you.
She kind of, her eyes go kind of in the distance. She's still listening, but I'm not quite sure. You're pretty sure she's thinking about her own ideas right now. Not. I mean, she's listening, but she's not processing.
The place is called Dulintol. I grew up there. My brother is the head of the guard. If you would go there with everyone, he would probably do his best to keep you all safe.
While this conversation's happening, Cerberus is gonna go write down a couple more names in the book for loose ends.
Is Tiamat on that list?
No, but it's everybody in this temple and you.
Why me?
Because he doesn't know you yet.
She doesn't know you yet.
Exactly. The other two are my friends, but are Cerberus' friends. He doesn't know who the fuck you are. He's never even heard of wherever the fucking shithole you come from.
Probably because it's closed off. And it's not a shithole, it's actually a massive city.
Be that as it may, you kind of see Mateva run off, presumably in the direction of the temple. After a while, yeah, you are left to your own devices once more. How do you want to proceed?
I turn back to the party and ask, would that have been a bad thing, her running in that direction?
Which direction?
She ran up northish.
I mean, unless she's gonna bring a bunch of other peasants to fight us, which I doubt will be a problem. And then Severus just smiles with insight, with thinking in his head, which would save me the trouble later.
I just tell Severus like one last time. Okay, let's get this straight. Who told you this chain will kill a lich, or whoever you want to kill?
Well, it was the voice of God or the chain itself, which is probably also a god, so...
And you believe that at face value?
Not
Yes!
To mention that, not to mention this god could also be... I do not know, maybe a god of dragons? Someone that could kill
You're-
a lot of people. And when I mean a lot of people, I mean a lot.
Ah, no, it's fine! The chain
You're a
said
scholar,
so!
aren't you? You're a scholar, aren't you?
Guys, can we literally move on? We've already established the fact that Severus doesn't buy this. Like, the DM's rule that he completely buys this shit. We're just wasting time now.
Yeah, I know.
Still, Kenobi just
I
like...
mean, what happened happened. You kind of have to find a way to deal with this. I'm kind of sorry. Listen, I didn't expect you rolling an actual 0, but, you know, with a 0, I don't think you have a choice.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't have... And he still buys
You
this shit.
didn't have a choice to, like, take it. You might still have a choice to believe otherwise afterwards.
Yeah,
Okay,
but, like,
Tharok,
what
worst
even
case-
if he changes his mind, and even if he feels like he made a mistake, what's that gonna change?
Exactly, nothing's gonna change. So Severus is just gonna like, well, if they're gonna keep talking, I'm just gonna move on. Doop, doop, doop.
Tharic, worst case scenario, what's actually gonna happen when we fight this?
He's not gonna tell you that.
giant?
He's not gonna tell you that.
What do you expect?
Worst case scenario, TPK.
Best case
I mean,
scenario.
No.
Exactly. It's like,
No. Worst case scenario, the entire world ends.
hey, new campaign,
And
fine.
every dimension in it.
I mean, yeah, but every
Okay, wait a
dimension of
minute.
it.
Speaking of which, I would like to call dibs on a ranger if we do a hex crawl for the next campaign.
A hex
I just thought of
scroll.
an idea. How about we convince Forgetto and his dragon to join our side
Good luck with that.
and yeah.
But Draken eats Kenobi and you return us Thacme.
You know what? Actually, that's a good idea, cause
It's not.
Why?
Because do we want all of these deaths on the DM's conscience? Language.
Man,
But
you
the thing
really
is-
need to learn to stop doing stupid shit if you want to live Kenobi.
Zakara wants control. She doesn't want destruction. We can give it to
Anyway,
her.
let's move on.
No, Zakar doesn't
can
want
pick-
control, she wants chaos. There's a difference.
No, she is a Napier type. Okay, good to know.
I mean,
I thought
was
she
chaotic.
wanted to, like, figure Tharic, is like Zakara like chaotic or like lawful?
I mean, you know for a fact that Zakara is mainly one thing, and that is confused and possessed.
Mm-hmm.
So she's definitely not thinking clear. And if she is lawful, then the law she's following is certainly not the one of this realm. So
She's following her own law, like Remy did.
Alright. Well, we should still try and convince them. Okay.
convince who?
Zakara to, and Thaghetto and the
Oh,
giant
Forgetto and the
motherfucking-
dragon. To
Yeah.
convince them of what?
To join, to have a temporary alliance to stop destruction.
Yeah, if you die, that's on you.
I know.
I mean, it seems that for the moment the dragon has not actually killed anyone. The dragon is right now holding off. It is kind of hovering, and it is letting the army of the Zoltians run rampage for the time being, and kind of, kill probably the people of Liggage by the Sea, and
I need the bathroom. I'll be right back.
and the people that we've met at the beginning of the campaign, and the people in Berigar, they are kind of entrenched, and the dragon seems to be keeping that safe, but it kind of tries to get Lawrence of Berigar, or of Zoltard, however you want to call him. He tries to convince him to sign, or basically agree to his terms.
Anyway, I'm going to walk up to Severus however.
Severus.
Severus. And I'm going to say, do you mind if I tag along with you? I am on a certain path of personal redemption. And would help my conscience to do something good that help me, you know.
Well, I have no problems with that. You'd have to ask the others.
For the moment, what makes you think that Severus is the one who's doing the good?
Probably because she trusts him the most for some reason, because the paladin sounds like an idiot. The Genasi just looks weird.
And he never talks.
I mean, the paladin, to be fair, the Genasi has a tentacle for an arm.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
That's true.
Like, one of the big, like, probably the only real big thing you know about Severus is
I'm
that he
back.
has just unleashed some sort of dragon monsters monstrosity.
Yeah, but
He also said he did it for the greater good, though.
And also he says he wasn't really.
I mean, it's a coin. I mean, think about it. Would you rather talk to someone that sounds absolutely retarded in a full plate armor, like shining gold?
Somebody with a low intellect who believes he has the divine right to smite anyone he doesn't agree with.
Or somebody that, like, looks like a scholar like herself?
A scholar who kicks ass!
Fair enough. I mean, the paladin
Well,
kicked some
they-
serious arse earlier.
Yeah, but he sounds like a fucking retard.
I love how he always. I love how like Ron always gets like the fucking crits for, you know, discussing everything for everybody else, except when he has to crack if it's one of us. It's always a terrible roll. So good.
Of course.
Yeah.
Also, while
Okay,
this
so
is
I just
happening,
thought of an
I wanna
idea.
sneak
We
up.
I've come to bargain.
And roll for initiative. Oh, you got fireball. And he fireballed you again.
No, he did erupting earth, which is better than fireball. I think.
Actually, wait. Actually, Kobe, what's your HP?
74.
He power word kills you. Congratulations.
Bang me dead.
Well, erupting earth, I think, is better than fireball, in my opinion.
Well, we don't know what level
Anybody
he is.
agree
We don't
with
know. We don't know what level he is anymore.
That's
He
a
could...
third level spell.
Shush. Now then,
We'd have like a 5th level spell at this point.
as I was trying to do that roleplay earlier, you can ask. I have no problems with you with joining us, a little band. You'd have to ask the others. Do be warned, though, that we are currently on a quest to kill a lich. So there's that.
And also now on a quest to kill a giant dragon that someone
Oh,
summoned.
how much fun.
While you said that, I wanna sneak up on Adriana.
Also,
Pull out the
guys,
mushroom when I have a good trip.
What do you want to? What do you want to do with Remy's body now?
I'm gonna carry. I'm
This.
just gonna carry it over my shoulder, and when we get somewhere, but next time we have a long rest, I'll bury him.
All right.
That damn wolf.
To
Very-
answer search, I take it. And
Oh
say
wait, I will only
later.
give you a part.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
It depends. No, I can't do that because that'd be considered evil. Fuck. See,
What?
out of character, if I wasn't constrained by by alignment, Severus might have just cut him up and served him that soup to the people in Anthuar.
Oh boy.
But he's neutral good, so we
They
can't do
need
that.
to eat. They need to eat something. I'm gonna say that. I mean, they are.
I mean,
feeding off
you
of the-
could make an argument it's for the greater good.
I mean, from a
Yeah.
cannibal's
They're
from
feeding
a
off of the,
cannibal's
off of
perspective,
the-
nothing they're doing is wrong.
I mean, for the moment they are feeding off of the UNT, I suppose, and their stuff. And there's there's a river there. There might be some strange mutated underdark.
You're
fish.
roboting for me.
I'm roboting. That's shitty.
For him.
Am I roboting for anyone else?
Nope.
Nope.
It's Wish
There,
then.
it's back. Yeah,
I mean, I guess that's you.
back to normal.
You're not roboting for me, so that's cool. I
Okay.
guess,
Anyway, before we head on, I'm going to move back up, let's just say, for time things. For, just say this happened. Gotta go back up to whatever the fuck her name was. Give her 1 bullet, and ask for Adrian Moore. And tell her Adriana sent you. If you ever
Wait,
go to Doolin Toll.
ask for Adrian Moore?
Adrian Moore, yes.
Adrian. Alright.
And tell him his
Where am
sister Adriana said. It's Doolin Toll. It's in Elven City.
Yes, but where do I find this Doolin Toll?
Have you been to what we call it, the overworld?
Well, many years ago, but yes.
Do you know about like the mainland, this big city? Like, I've heard history about Yon T relationship with it. A long time ago, ancient legends. It's called
Relationship?
Berengar or something like that.
Oh,
Basically, it's
I know, but I know enough to know UNT relationship.
yeah, it's an old story. Basically, what you want to do is go northeast.
How on earth would Adriana know?
I don't know.
that path?
I don't know. I'm just trying to like, because she doesn't even know about she has heard stories. That's all.
But like that's.
She is not.
Just draw her a fucking map. Jesus Christ.
I think that is one of the most well-kept stories.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying shit.
Yeah, but I don't think she would
Okay.
really know that.
Then never mind. Basically, this place called Berga, you want to go like east. Northeast is over the seas. And there should be like an island. No,
Over the seas.
Over the seas, yes.
Over the seas and far away, right?
East,
Yeah,
northeast.
you give her a brief description of what to do, and she seems a bit soul-crushed, devastated, but yeah, she's taking the advice, and she knows you mean well.
Severus is gonna add another note to that. Add a note to her name on the and her family's names in the Book of Loose Ends. Look in this city.
Do you want to know how it's spelled?
No, it's fine. You just told us exactly
Also,
where it is. Actually, he's gonna add a little thing of always new place to check for loose ends. Directions. Here you go.
I did not do this around you guys,
That is true.
so you wouldn't still know about it.
No, but he did hear you say it earlier, though, so he would still have an idea.
I say that I would be that I was from it. I did not tell you where it was.
No, when you were all over here, you did mention that she could go there. So
Yeah, but I did not say where it was.
Give the direction.
this is true.
Anyway,
He'll just have to give that. He'll just have to give that information later.
anyways, let's move on.
Yes.
So yeah, you keep carrying Remy's buddy. I'm gonna say at this point your wolves are probably about to time out, so you might want to have him carried by something else.
I'm carrying him over my shoulder.
I'm
Oh,
here.
hey, Such.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna say your wolves are probably about to time out at this point. And yeah, where are you heading?
Southward.
Right.
Southwards.
With Remy's body draped over my shoulder.
May he rest in peace.
He will not.
Could have reincarnated, but
Down there's another that is like another wooden scaffolding, piece of scaffolding that it goes quite far down there. There's another drop of like 50 feet. You would have to like install another rope there or something.
Okay. Well, would have got mine back earlier, so let's do it here.
But I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna just everyone roll perception with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Do we know why we have disadvantage?
Because what you're trying to detect is not in the same dimension currently.
15.
16.
Wait, we have disadvantage.
Oh, sorry, 13. Yeah, my bad.
Oh, sorry, 11.
So 13.
Or
So, so yeah, in fact, who would that be?
Probably
Yeah,
Dennis.
Good. You get like a bit of a spider sense tingling, so you are not surprised. But everyone roll initiative.
I mean,
oh, rip.
13 was enough. Fuck my life.
No, 13 was not.
15.
Right, initiative.
Crit that shit!
5. Wow.
I wish I got
Oh, it's like
No
Kenobi.
shit.
Hey, it's Kenobi.
Hey, it's me, Kenobi Ethelid. He was one all along. Fuck my life. Also, just tell us, is the one on the left or the one on the bottom the one with the sword?
It is.
Kenobi 1.
It is the one to the left.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Oh jeez.
Oh shit,
it's
sorry.
not Kenobi. Damn.
How do you?
I just
Why, hello
looked
there.
up at Tiamat and oh my god, it looks like a badass. Fucking.
It does, doesn't it? It's fucking 20, like, I mean, it has, like, 5 fucking heads.
Yep.
So I may or may not have inserted my initiative as 154.
Casual.
Just casually rolled 100.
What are you, a fucking casual?
Okay, casual. I rolled 1,005.
Serge, you are not.
Yeah.
You are not surprised. So.
That's
the
a-
first turn.
I'm
Cannot do
Right.
anything about that.
The first turn is gonna be just the Illithid and you, and the second turn is gonna be in normal initiative order.
You know what? Scratch that. I'm going to use up one more crit and be first in initiative and get rid of the surprised.
Can
it
you
has
get
to
rid
be.
of surprised with that?
Yes, it's called quick draw under deeds. You can spend one crit point to be first in initiative and take your turn as normal if you were surprised.
All right. In that case, you are first.
I will send you the link to this.
No, I believe you.
You
For
do it
now.
anyways.
Sure.
So is he standing like this guy right here? Ugh. How far away is he from me? Because this map is wonky. I want to ask.
Yeah, it's like 20 feet ish, 18
20
feet,
feet.
15 feet, something along the lines.
Okay. I'm going to draw my revolver. Actually, first I'm going to use a bonus action to use what's it called? Sniper's Mark.
Isn't quick draw a bonus action?
No, that's not a bonus action, it's just free action. Just spend. Use my bonus action to spend one grit point and put on Sniper's Marks, which means I have advantage on all attack rolls with firearms and I can add 1d6 to the attack.
Sure.
And that's another grit down. There we go. And I'm shooting with my revolver. It's a 13. But I get to shoot 3 times because extra shot. That time to level. No, two times, sorry. Not 10.
So wait, so Tiamat is a female, correct?
Yes.
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 Too bad Valencia isn't here. Too bad Valencia is not
Oh,
here.
fuck.
I like to
Sister.
I like to point out this is like the exact the Severus is turning out to be the exact opposite of Valencia, who was everybody's friend, loved everybody, saluted all the women. Severus hates everyone and calls women thoughts.
That's a 24 hit.
Severus' thoughts on Tiamat. She breathes, she a thought.
Anyways, so you actually hit the second shot. You have advantage on
The
those.
second shot. Yes. Because of Sniper's Mark.
Yeah, then you hit the second shot. It's a 24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is that plus a d6.
Damn. That's a lot of damage.
Gunslinger.
Phil Swift here.
Cute.
So, describe it for the first time seers of an actual firearm in action.
Well, I mean, which one did you use?
Revolver.
So yeah,
Too
you
good.
kind of see, almost like the second that the illithid appears, like something must have tipped her off to the fact that there would be an illithid. You see that she's already had her hand on the revolver, like the second that this thing appeared out of thin air, and just before this thing could gather himself and just start to act in this plane, she's already catching she's already in the crosshair of the revolver, and just a second it takes, and then you hear like a little bit of click, and then you see there's a burst of fire coming out from there, and you don't actually see anything happen, but it is very loud, and the illithid is suddenly bleeding, and yeah, it made a little bit of fire on one side of the room, and now the illithid is bleeding for some reason. There's a hole in his shoulder, and you don't know why.
Quick question out of character for Wish. Is the revolver single action or double action?
What do you mean?
So a double action means that you can fire it just by pulling the trigger, or you can work it like a single action, where a single action revolver requires you to pull the hammer back every time you fire.
Double action. Sure, go with that.
Okay, now we are officially in late 1800s with this weaponry.
Actually, sorry, let's change that. Single action, because I don't know fucking things.
Well, that's still
I've never handled a fucking firearm, considering they're illegal.
Basically, the difference is the double action. When you pull the trigger, two actions happen. The first one cocks the hammer back and just hammers it down. That's what the single action revolver does as well. Well, actually, no, it doesn't cock it back, because
the single action you actually have to manually cock the hammer back. A double action, when you pull the trigger, it both pulls the hammer back and then fires around.
Oh, I see.
The other one, you just release the hammer when you've cocked it.
Okay, so it means like a manual pullback of the.
Think of it like this. You've seen McCree do the fanfire? How he has to put his hand on the hammer? That's because it's a single action. Every time you want to fire it, you have to pull that hammer back.
I'm gonna be honest, single action is much cooler.
Yeah, single action.
It's also more cowboy, which is what you're going for. It's double action. It's more modern revolvers.
Well, I did not pick the archetype that is basically cowboy.
Also,
Doggy.
you forgot this the last time, but let me make up for that.
Music.
So I have to attune to that dagger from Remy.
You did.
Yes, you have to attune to that dagger.
Okay, I'll just go with this fight with that.
Yeah, you have an hour, right? You casually sit down and attune to it.
After this fight, we will.
Anyway.
And I'm going to spend one more grit point. Take one more shot, and that is at the other one that is named Kenobi.
Let me just drag him there.
Oh.
One shot. That's a critical fail. So that is a misfire.
Yeah.
And your firearm broke. Sad, huh?
You just pulled the trigger again, but you forgot to cock the hammer back, I guess.
No, it's a misfire.
Oh well.
So basically,
The firearm just breaks into pieces.
So you loaded the black powder and you loaded the black powder wrong, and it went boom.
do you not know what a misfire is? Like the
There's
bullet's
lots of
cocked.
reasons why stuff could
Bullets
misfire.
cocked.
Did you say cocked?
Let me ask you a question. Does your class require you to fix it on a misfire?
Let me check.
If so, that's not a misfire.
Well, hey.
If you have to repair it, that means that there's something went very, very wrong. Because in
yeah, I have to fix a minor problem.
then that's not a misfire. That's not a misfire then.
Well, it says jams or misfires, natural ones.
Let me explain something to you. There is no, you can't jam what you're using because you're using a. I assume you're using a single action black powder revolver that fires musket balls.
Let's not get into this yet.
Okay, yeah, we'll do this in Discord
is a
later.
Fantasy game.
It is, and this is
He just fixed it with magic.
Wishman's character, so whatever he wants his misfire to look like, that's what it's going to look like. So.
And also remember, I have not handled a firearm.
We were going to skip the American discussion of how firearms work.
Exactly,
no one can compete with you anyways, so let's just skip that part. And,
Who just joined?
That was.
I did.
It's not like just it happened a while ago. Anyways,
Okay.
so
If-
that would be Severus, your turn. No, wait, you're surprised. It would be the turn of the Illithid.
Is 20 the one to the left or the bottom?
20 is the one to the left. And it is gonna unleash a psychic scream in a cone in front of it, which means Surge is actually safe from it, but where's no?
It's under me.
Yay!
I mean, it's 10 feet in front of him. He might still get hit by that.
Shut the fuck.
So there's a cone going out from the Illithid.
Yeah, Surge gets hit by that.
Wait, what is that fucking cone? that's half a circle.
Shut up.
Help me, I have no idea what to do.
Oh, what is
Like-
happening?
Somebody
I
else.
can't access the board itself.
That's
Sledges.
Oh wait, that's because you're trapped there because you are that guy. All right. I'm just
Supposed to
gonna
do anything.
put you here
Just watch
for
the
a
stream,
Oh yeah.
or
I'm just gonna put you there, so that's cool.
Dennis. Second option.
Huh?
Second option.
yeah, okay. Thought so.
I'm gonna say I'm sorry about this, but like since you weren't there, I kind of had to take your part last week. You managed, contribute. You
Right.
contributed to the death of one player character, so good job.
Not really, though.
Not fully, really, but whatever.
Not really at all.
Anyways, the point is, you guys are making an intelligence saving throw as the Illithid is
Oh boy.
do this mind-shattering scream. And
Intelligence,
I don't
alright.
think anyone
So,
was
plus
close
3.
Is-
Oh boy.
Nope.
Oh.
Wait, I'm gonna use my Indomitable feature to reroll that.
Correct.
21!
Oh my god.
Oh! Ha! Phew. Ah, my heart.
Holy crap.
Soul.
Oh, and I don't have my inspiration. So,
Oh, good Jenny.
Thank
you
God
stopped
for
them.
Indomitable, holy shit.
Well,
Alright.
I guess
What do I
that
do?
means-
Yes.
Do you breathe? Do you breathe?
So you-
You breathe.
You are not in here. You're just a spectator. You're dead for all intents and purposes. So sorry about that. Anyways,
Wait,
or not.
What
No.
do you mean or not?
I mean, you were never technically alive, so dead a long time ago. So whatever. We're gonna not focus on
Since
that.
last week.
Still, yeah, last week that thing was dead.
It
We
does.
killed all of them.
The week before it was also dead, and the year before it was also dead.
And now it's even more dead. Thanks
It
to
was
the,
never alive.
the Angle of Death, the only thing that can kill things that are already dead.
And the only thing that can defeat, what the fuck's his name? Bill Cosby.
Ah,
Watch me, I will make my Ranger Bill Cosby just to fuck with you. Y'all want some pudding pops?
And do us a favor and do not laugh at Gleb's joke because he's just doing it to inflate his ego, and we do not want that.
Anyways,
It's too late, my
so,
ego's too big.
anyone who has rolled an 18 or higher saves with
everyone next
Everyone
to
but me.
no me.
Kenobi. You get basically trapped in this little labyrinth of your own thinking, where the Illithid's scream is just, in school you remember being taught algebra as a paladin in paladin school, and it was already straining on you, and now, you are supposed to be calculating fractions, and that's just not fair. You thought you were
God damn
over that.
it.
But it is you are not prepared for the
No,
full-
like, I have-
Take
Can I-
10d10 emotional damage.
take no 10d10. 10d10.
And he's dead.
Emotional
He wants to
damage.
die.
Joke's on you! I already want to die.
That's
Jokes on you, I have no emotions.
No, that's me.
Wait, actually,
That's actual me.
Actually, the DC is 15, but it's still.
It's still not
There we
enough.
go.
It's still not enough.
Yeah, that still
Shit.
doesn't make a difference.
But
Alright.
you take 22 points of psychic damage,
22!
and
Wait,
you are considered stunned.
Wait, Ronhard,
And you're
what's your
considered left roll 20.
wait, Ronhard, what's your intelligence modifier?
1.
Never mind. Okay, that's correct then. Never mind.
Is there any way to free myself afterwards?
Yes, you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns. However,
The other one.
me.
Oh shoot! Oops.
So, oh no, I think it is the turn of the other one now, who, standing right next to Kenobi, and Kenobi being stunned, you could just wail on him for a little bit, because you are stunned. You have to use its extract brains ability, and he places his, weird, tentacle-ridden, slenderly fingered hand with, spiky, pointy fingernails on you, and you would feel this. Technically, you don't feel anything right now because you're stunned, but the fingernails scratch into your forehead as he places his weird clawy hand on your forehead.
Ron, I hope you have a backup character.
That would be
I got reincarnated, don't
I
worry.
definitely don't.
that would be a 25 to hit. Well, you didn't have a character to begin with.
Well, that's the hit.
25 to hit. You also have you noted the 20? I'm going to do that for you. 22 damage. There you go. And then.
DM doesn't trust you to keep track of health.
Good luck, my friend. Say your prayers.
So Nikki's in the chat and asks who's winning. I just reply with a not Rod.
More like who's surviving.
Stay alive! Stay alive!
Okay, so.
Fucking dumb with the fucking guy. God damn it,
So-
Dom. Dom, if you're watching this, you know what you've done.
I
It's either yeet or be
Alright.
eaten.
So you take 51 points of damage.
Oh,
Psychic damage from the
Damn.
extract brains ability of.
Man, that's some karma. He does 50 damage in one attack earlier. Now he gets that much later.
You're at 1 HP, my friend.
oh my god!
So
Press
you're
F to
still-
grieve.
Alright.
Damn.
Technically still alive.
Not for long. Not for long.
As we all know, technically is the best kind of.
Yeah. So, I'ma cast Contagion on that one.
What kind
And-
of save is that?
No, it's no save, it's a spell tag.
Oh,
Hopefully it hits. It's a 22!
Yes.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Congratulations, your 10th hit in the entire campaign.
Oh,
Plus 2 characters.
No. And it gets the disease Slimy Doom. Target has disadvantage on Constitution checks and saves, and when it takes damage, it is stunned until the end of next turn.
yay.
Also, at the end of his turn, it makes a Constitution save. If it fails 3 times, it's forever. If it succeeds 3 times, it's gone.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah.
I'm so glad we pre-planned the Mind Flayer fight session. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
But at what cost?
Tiamat. I mean, everybody gets so upset about Tiamat, but it's like, guys, we literally have a great quest to end the campaign with. Now we have to go slay Tiamat at the end.
I mean, we could still just use the chains on Tiamat again.
That's not how that works.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not now. Later, maybe.
Yeah, later. Can't.
Trademark.
So if I like get out the frighten, like, am I actually able to heal myself?
Yeah, but you're stunned currently.
Actually,
So,
I'm gonna send you a DM later, Therak.
did contagion deal any damage, by the way?
No.
All right.
No.
Cool. Then I just give him the stunned symbol.
No. Not stunned yet.
It's if he takes damage on a turn, he's stunned until the next.
6 damage. All right. I got
Yeah.
you.
So during a round, so we can basically stun lock him
Exactly.
into non-existence.
All right. Cool. So that's your turn, and then I guess it begins with Adriana.
Okay, since my
Wait, is she at the top of the
Revolver.
initiative order for just the first time or the entire round?
entire
Good
round.
question.
I mean, the entire time or just?
Really? I think
It
it's the
says
first
just
round.
you're first in initiative.
Yeah,
You
but
have
I feel like you have to use that every turn to keep getting it though.
No, just say you could spend 1 crit point to be first in initiative order and take your turn as normally as if you were surprised.
So yeah, I feel like that's just the first round though, isn't it? I don't know.
It doesn't say anything about a turn.
No, it doesn't say anything. It just says you take first initiative order. And take a turn as normal if you were surprised.
Mhm.
That's all it says. You have the link, you can check it.
I mean, I'm gonna read this. I'm sorry, this is gonna eat more time.
No, it's fine
It is
because
it's
like
the first thing under deeds.
This seems very weird.
it
Like,
seems
quick
very
it
strong.
seems very weird to make a class that is just permanently first in initiative always.
Yeah, because the only thing that comes
Yeah,
close
we
only-
could just homebrew it, so I'm just first initiative for the first.
the only thing that comes close to that would be
Round.
like the only thing that comes close to that would be like the revised ranger or the scout rogue who can do that, but only because they have advantage on the thing, but they can still fail. You're basically guaranteeing you're the first every time without fail.
Yeah, no. I think we should like homebrew it too, like it's just the first round.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there can do what he wants. I just think that's really fucking strong.
Oh, my
Yeah, I
God.
think so.
It
I'm gonna be right
says,
back.
gained at first level, gunslingers use grit points to perform deeds. Some deeds are instant bonuses or attacks, while other bonuses can last for a period of time. It doesn't say how long this one lasts, though.
That doesn't.
So, because
Let's just homebrew it and say it just lasts for the first round.
yeah, let's just
Just
say
goes
it
as-
lasts for the first round. Or for the round you used. You can spend another point to be the
Yes.
first one, but yeah, let's not do that. So let's put...
So, Severus and
Yeah,
Mind.
Severus, it is your turn. What do you do?
Okay. So I'm gonna walk up here. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shadow Blade. Would you consider this to be dim light?
Yes, it's definitely dim light.
Then I have advantage. Great. Let's see. Let me get my character sheet up. It should be a +9, right? So it's just like it's like a Zillion Javelin, so +9. Ooh, that sucks. It's a 14 a hit. Theric is 14 a hit.
Alright, 14 to hit. That is not a hit.
Okay, let's try for attack number 2. That's gonna be a hit though.
Yes, 28 is definitely a hit.
2d8 plus 7.
I'm gonna be
16,
right back.
16 psychic damage. I'm gonna action surge.
Question about the saving throws and the stuns. I have not used contagion yet. How does this work now?
Let me send you a link real quick.
I mean, I have the link in front of me. It's just a lot of reading here.
For
So
contagion,
there's-
so he gets 3. Every turn he gets to do a saving throw, even if he's stunned. So once he has 3 fails, it lasts for the full
It
duration.
lasts for the full duration.
And if he has 3, if he succeeds 3
but
times,
is he stunned now or not?
yes, because he just got damaged.
Because
And it's until the end of the next turn.
right, got you.
So he loses his next turn.
Mhm.
It's so lucky that I got the top of the initiative order. Holy shit.
I still think I'm going to die if I fail.
That's a hit. Let's see if I crit
You were
though.
dead at the
Fail,
beginning.
fail.
2d7 plus 7. 2d8 plus.
Oh shit.
So it's 15. Already done like 30 damage. We get one more attack. That's a hit. D8, 2d8 plus 7. 18, 15, 31, 49 damage.
One turn, holy shit.
I would have top thrown hard if I got that extra hit in. Holy shit.
So let's see.
Yeah.
It's a con save, right?
Mm-hmm.
DC 16, or what's your saving throw?
Surge?
Huh?
What's your spell save DC?
Alright, he rolled the
No,
17.
the Constitution. I mean it's disadvantaged and it's 16.
Oh, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, it's disadvantaged.
So he rolled a 17 on the first one. And that would be natural too, so that's a failure.
Yeah. Well, first failure out of 3.
Oh, wait, he gets advantage against magic, so that's actually even. So the first one was a success, so it's a
Then
Doesn't matter. He's
success.
yeah. It doesn't matter. He's gonna be dead before he
lost
gets.
his turn.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's done anyway, so he's going to die before, so it doesn't matter actually.
What happened?
I just did 49 damage.
No, okay.
Adriana.
Is he alive?
Yes.
He's still alive.
But he's stunned, so.
And he's looking
Stunned.
rather badly injured.
I'm going to walk up like just in front of it, take out a gun that I have named Mjolnir. There's a reason for all of this. I will explain later. And I'm going to take a point-blank shot with it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it has advantage because
Nope,
of
close.
Sniper's Mark.
Uh,
Right? Yes. It's 25 to hit. And I forget what it is. It is... Okay. That plus 4. That plus that.
20.
Yes.
Right, so a general walks up to him and she gets out of her clothing this just little, I mean, a little shorter than the giant one on her back, but a little bigger than the revolver in her hand. Looks kind of bulkier but shorter, and you know, she brings it like right underneath the chin of this guy, and then at the press of a button, the gun begins to spit fire and what seems to be shrapnel, and it's just this huge sound, and it just blows off part of the jaw of this guy, and you know, one of his tentacles, mandible tentacles, just goes flying. But he's still standing.
Do I attempt to spend a grit point? No, I will not. I will step back and leave the melee fighters to their own things.
All right, Kenobi, it is your turn.
Saving
Please
throw.
Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Please
That's what I
take.
said.
Oh, a Constitution.
Oh wait, no, Intelligence. Sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Please save. Please save. Please save. Please save. Please save. Natural 20.
Holy shit! Kenobi actually figures out the fraction in his brain. And he's
You're making roll.
back again.
My math is actually worth it. Lay on hands. Lay on hands. Lay on hands. Lay on hands.
Surprise!
lay on
You
hands.
don't have a turn.
Surprise plot twist! Surprise plot twist! The mathematical problem was 2 plus 2.
It was a fraction. It was like 2 by 2, so it's 1. So,
That's even worse. Holy shit!
No, it's something like 1 plus 0.
Is Cure Wounds a bonus action?
can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, so it doesn't actually matter. And Cure Wounds would be enough.
You can't do
So
anything.
you
Your turn's
shake off
over.
the stun at the end of your turn.
My turn is over.
Doesn't-
Okay, well I'm still fucked. Can someone please save me?
So
Well, the mind thread that stunned you before is going
this
next.
guy
Oh.
walks over here, and he will. Yep. All of you make an intelligence saving throw as once more the
Fuck you.
disgustingly shrill, high-pitched sound fills this room.
I saved, thank God.
I
That's
save.
That's not a safe wish.
Come on, come on.
It's a save. Holy shit. So
I want to see if I can do anything with grit to change that. I don't think so.
How much grit do you have?
I have 3 at the moment.
I mean total, because you already spent like 4.
No, I've spent 3. I have 6 total.
Hmm.
Because it is doubled my charisma modifier.
So yeah, actually,
Yeah, I can't do anything.
yeah. So you take. Second.
And she's down the first first round.
You take 27 points of psychic damage, and you are stunned for 1 minute. But you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Okay. And stunned.
So, search. It is your turn.
Yeah. What am I going to do?
That's a great question. What are you gonna do?
A great question. Were they immune to necromancy? No, they weren't. Guess I might cast light.
They have advantage against magic saving. I think that works.
Oh,
boy.
right. Oh, yeah.
Do you have any strength or dexterity saving throws? Because he's gonna automatically fail those.
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't care about this one. You're stun locking him already.
I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm saying if you want to make sure we take him out real quick.
No,
He's also missing half a face.
That is true.
Or half a tentacle.
Yeah, I'm gonna go nuts.
His lower jaw just went flying.
I mean,
Charming.
but we don't need, or at least I don't need to focus this one
That's true. So yeah, go to tell me what the other one
on
then.
that one. But
I mean, that one is like down for the moment, but that one is still doing stuff.
Yeah.
still giving Kenobi a time.
Me as well.
Can you actually
Yeah.
transform me into something?
Oh yeah, I can just pull him off you.
Turn him into a
Hold him
giant
off.
ape.
T-Rex, T-Rex.
My character isn't black though.
This room is. Oh my god, this room is like 50 feet tall. Yes.
No, there's
Hello?
a 50-foot drop in the ravine.
Yeah, turn him into. Have him jump and turn into a T-Rex.
So,
So,
do you wanna
Tara?
turn him- what do you want to turn him into?
Depends on what the height of the room is.
The room is pretty high.
He's a T-Rex now.
Fuck, yes.
And the best part is
Yeah.
contagion isn't even concentration, so he's allowed to do this.
Yeah.
Transform
We have
me!
we have one stun locked and the other is facing a T-Rex. This is a great moment, guys.
One is stun lock missing a face, and the other one is facing a T-Rex.
One is stun locked against the guy who gets to attack multiple times in a turn.
So, Nobi now has 136 HP.
Wait, what challenge rating is a T-Rex?
It's 8.
Yep, that works.
Yeah, I know.
Did anyone else hear the defeat in his voice when he said that?
I'm so glad my turn's next, because like Severus is gonna have something to say about this.
I just, as I turn into a T-Rex, I just look down and then say, "It was this moment you knew."
You don't no, you have a T-Rex's intelligence. What is the intelligence set of a T-Rex?
That is true. That
Minus
is-
4. Oh
I
no.
don't think
There you
T-Rex
go.
speaks any
You
language.
have stats now.
You're-
So, translation to what Kenobi wanted to say to what he actually said is inaudible noises. Nobody fucking understands it.
Wait, that.
And I will wild shape.
It's like the incoherent weave noises, but just this incoherent T-Rex shit.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Also, at the end of the session, I want to add a couple more things to the one-shot, like, good things to know.
Alright, so,
Yeah, white shape still, so I can...
it's a bonus action. You can do both.
Huh?
You can do both, wild shape
Yeah.
and polymorph.
What was the next? I have it's now CR3. Giant Scorpion.
Anyway, I'll be right back. Just repeat my saving throw, +1.
Would I get pushed away? Oh, that's a 10-foot square he can fit in there. That's fine. Perfect. You know the best part? You have an advantage on attacks against him too, Surge, because he's stunned.
Yep. Also, he has a disadvantage on Constitution saving throws, so he gets the poison, definitely. Poison
But he
damage.
has advantage against saving throws, so with concerning magic, so it
Well,
can't.
but it's not magic. Just a sting that it's
Contagion?
poison. No.
Contagion is a spell.
Yeah, but
It's actually,
The-
technically it works as, it's a spell to start, but it gives him a natural disease.
yeah.
That's-
at least gives
That's why paladins are immune to it.
Alright, okay, fine. If paladins are immune, then.
It's my favorite thing. It's like we were talking about earlier. It's like, yeah, we can contagion everything except the paladin.
Yeah.
So, what are you transforming? Are you wild
Giant
shaping or-
Scorpion.
Giant scorpion. Do I have a scorpion?
So
I
one
do.
question.
The
Do
answer
I
is always
have
42.
range?
You have a reach of 10 feet.
Oh, okay, so I can't reach him 20 feet. Rip.
Well,
Sad
You
face.
could walk there
Uh-huh.
and then eat him.
Yeah, you can just walk in the middle.
No, but I
You have
want
10-foot
like,
reach.
cause I have multi-attack, but I can't kill the
Yeah.
the two people at the same time. Can I?
Yeah, but you can. You have reach of 10 foot, so
You can multi-attack
in
the guy
middle-
right next to you.
Or oh no, but yeah,
Oh.
you can theoretically.
Oh, so I could buy
Oh.
twice. Okay, cool.
Right, so
Yeah.
manage your HP yourself. I don't know what HP a giant scorpion.
Yep.
has. Anyways, though.
One.
I think that ends your turn because you've used all your actions and stuff.
Yep.
So, Sephiroth, it is your turn. What do you do?
Swiggity, he's gonna swing at that booty. +9 to hit. 24! Hell yes! Dude, let's do it. Actually, wait, let me roll that again because I have advantage. No crit.
Aw.
2d8 +7. That's 17 psychic damage. My Eldritch Knights are so fucking strong. Holy shit. 37 damage, and he's stun locked again.
Well, he's also dead.
Hell yes! I am Severe, Slayer of... What is he, the boss? Slayer of the bosses of Mind Flayers.
So you bury your sword deep into the chest of this guy, and there's like ink-colored blood just splattering out, and rip it out just as an empty vessel just splatters on the ground before you, where slowly curling outward. This lake of ink black blood is just spreading out. So yeah, we're just gonna skip that turn, I guess. And
Wait,
Adriana,
before
please make a
before I-
intelligence saving throw.
I wanted to say something before my turn.
Right, okay.
Oh yeah, sure.
Since he saw the T-Rex, he's like... He looks at Serge and goes, "That's fucking badass! Can I try that sometime?"
Just nod.
No, okay.
Nope.
Not
You
true.
are still.
What is the predicament in my head?
So
Tempting.
being a little bit smarter than Kenobi, the problem in your head is
Schrodinger's cat.
Chinese character. No, it's like the quest to the desire to understand what power would look like, ultimate power, because
To be or not to be.
like if you are considered all powerful, can you then create something so heavy you can't?
Oh
lift it?
god.
And if you can't, are you then all powerful?
I love how Kenobi's just trying to do a fraction math, but here then Adriana's just like asking the real philosophical questions.
So
Why
Like,
Kenobi,
what is real? No,
you are a fucking T-Rex. What do you do?
now,
Well,
Ron, shut up. You cannot respond in actual words. You have to respond in...
My T-Rex might be rusty, but I think he says he wants to attack.
He wants to eat.
You think?
Sinister.
I think,
I mean,
Sinister
you have an
hunger.
intelligence of
I think what
-4. You
is-
just want to attack the thing right in front of you. But
Like,
Nom,
what
nom,
you should
nom.
be saying is, could someone hand me that thing over there because my claws don't reach the...
Nom.
Alright,
Nom,
fight
nom,
number
nom.
1.
Roll for grapple.
That is most certainly a hit. You cannot grapple as a T-Rex, my friend.
No, bite.
Oh yes.
It is.
Oh.
If the target is immediate. Roar, 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 17.
Alright.
27. That holy shit.
Roll the damage, my dude.
Oh yeah, roll the damage and the grapple. What?
4d12.
17.
17 is the DC. Well, yeah. That would be a 15. So nope.
Ha!
So, do the damage.
Also, roar, 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 roar,
36
roar, roar,
damage.
There's a lot of damage.
roar, 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 roar. Bite.
And he does it. Another one.
Well, you have advantage now because he's prone. You have advantage now. He's prone, doesn't he?
Roar, 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 roar,
Not
roar.
not
Aw.
grappled.
But
Sad
it's,
face.
Oh, I thought he knocked him prone. Okay, never mind.
Oh, that's grapple.
Roar, 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 roar.
Raw, 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 raw.
43 damage. 2 12, 111, but 1.
And the winner for damage DPR this week is Ronar with a sick. That's like 80 fucking something damage. What the fuck?
Roar, 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 roar. Roar, 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 roar.
Just eat him.
Nom, nom, nom.
Yeah, eat
That
him.
means bite him in half.
What I'm getting out of this is like the T-Rex just chomps down as far as this guy can. Basically takes him deep throat and just like to the feet, gets him in there, and then he just munches down. And
You've just put the. You just.
Left, right,
I
left,
want you to
right.
know what you've put in my head. Obi-Wan Kenobi deep throating a mind flare. Just put Ewan McGregor deep throating a mind flare in my head.
I would
Thank you very much.
watch this Brazzers parody personally.
Anyways, like the mind flayer is soon like just a bunch of tentacles just splattered across the ground, connected with like trails of ink black blood that is now dripping in like streams from the teeth of the T-Rex, who's actually just eaten that thing. Yeah.
Is combat over?
congratulations.
But
I would like to ride the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No, his intelligence is fucking -4. He would just eat you.
I mean, I guess
He just sees the first thing and just
I
eat.
think he still knows who his friends are, right? That's how polymorph works.
Yeah.
Yep. So I'm gonna hop on Kenobi's back for a little bit. Forward, my steed!
But
Roar, roar, roar! I tried to get him
Please
off
tell
my
me.
back.
please tell me what will happen to Kenobi now, considering he just devoured half a fucking mind flare.
No, not he.
Do I get his
a T-Rex
intelligence?
that like it's polymorph.
I was like, if I eat something, do I get his intelligence?
It's like that's the Xanathar
That's how
quote.
intelligent I am.
That's the Xanathar quote, right? Never mind. Just tell me, if I eat you, do I get your powers?
Roar, 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 roar.
Yeah.
And the most terrifying force in the battlefield here. The Eldritch Knight who does shit ton of damage riding the dinosaur that also does a shit
And
ton
I'm
of
just
damage.
sitting there like in awe, like trying to figure out what is real.
So the T-Rex doesn't seem to like you very much on his back, and he's trying to shake you off. Please make a athletics check with advantage.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics,
Yes.
okay.
No, you're making athletics to shake him off, and you can do either athletics or acrobatics to keep yourself.
25.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Athletics, Ron.
I have a +9.
Or acrobatics, whatever the fuck.
What's the athletics for? Like, is it just strength? That's it,
I mean,
or
it's just strength plus, yeah, I mean, it is just strength
What-
plus proficiency.
yeah.
I suppose.
What does he have that?
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Well, so you have the most awesome rodeo. It's like any mortal person must be thrown off of that thing. That
I love the fact that Serge is kind of just sitting there.
Left, right, and Severus is just, his feet are not even touching that thing, but like, with his hands, he's holding on to the scales of.
I just begin jumping around like a bull. Roar, 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 roar.
I am Severus, master of dinosaurs!
Yeah,
He just
Severus,
submits. Just like, roar, roar.
So yes, that is that is pretty much all for this session. I think you're gonna find the exit rather soon. I hope.
That was an amazing end of the session. I got to ride a dinosaur. I am happy.
Yeah, we're gonna continue this next week when you all leveled up to level 10. I forgot. I didn't forget to say it this time. I'll make it.
Oh,
So we do level up. What?
Alright, level 10. Ooh, next level I'm gonna get improved divine smite, so that's gonna be fun.
So we did level up to level 10 this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, I get aura of courage. That means you and friendly creatures within 10 feet can't be frightened. Oh boy.
Oh my god! Like this turn, like this combat, I was so afraid of it because it like mind flares, three apiece that could have easily been a TPK.
Mm-hmm.
These mind flares, they were just basically greater invisibility next to you, waiting for you to just drop the wolves. Because they didn't want to fight a bunch of wolves. They could have probably just stunned them. I mean, yeah, that was clutch. Like the reroll there.